Work for Papa. Papa, can you hear me? We are live.
Fuck, what?
You sound like you woke up in a trailer park with a spaghetti stain on your wife beater and fell over because the mailman was there to deliver you something.
No, I was just trying to hide my illegal stash of crack cocaine in my refrigerator. God damn it! Wait till you tell me.
Flush it! How's it going, everybody? Tomo Igato says, it's the beefcakes. Get ready for supper, Tomo. What up, Mad Hatter, Foxy the Pirate, Furball, Shottown, JK Rants, Michael Stapp, Music Man, Horn Nerd, Orlando Gutierrez, Travis Gray, Sutter Gillette, Donut Destroyer, Britt and Nix, Durant Cinema, Foxy the Pirate, Blu-ray Addict, Mike Armstrong. They are filling the fuck up tonight. You sons of bitches, I can't even keep up. You're beautiful.
They're filling up for a fight that I think is already decided for me.
You know,
I'm telling you.
Yeah. I know.
But we're not voting.
Well, we're not voting, but actually overall for a franchise pick for us, though, I know you and I are way more bigger fans of Hellraiser and Pinhead, but when you stack them up together, it gets kind of interesting. Thanks, Joe. He says, hello, everyone. Hello, Joe.
You know what? When you first told me what the versus was going to be, I fucking was like, this is goddamn stupid, dude. This is like giving a Game Genie to Punch Out, and your first fight is against Glass Joe. Like, you don't need a Game Genie. You don't need a Game Genie to win. You just punch that motherfucker and he's gone in like 30 seconds.
Mortal Kombat button mashing. Thanks, Lost Boy Bios. Yeah, dude. I mean, I know which one you and I like better, but we like Hellraiser better. But there's
you know what?
Huge
It's weird.
child play plan.
I know that people love Child's Play, and I get everybody loves Chucky for whatever reasons, but I don't know, man. Like, as far as interesting characters or an interesting like world to like delve into, I just feel like Hellraiser is a lot more like dynamic, like than Chucky. Mm-hmm. Not that Child's Play 1 is good, like, but if you ask me, if you put a fucking gun to my head and you were like, what's one Child's Play movie you remember? It'd either be the fucking first one or it'd be the one where he was at the goddamn shooting rifle at the Boy Scouts of America in the third one.
Two was decent. Two had the
but I don't barely remember two. I think it was because I was just like, I don't know, it just happened, and then it was like it was there, and then I went and seen Child's Play 3. I don't know.
Two was the one with the ending when they were in the factory. Remember, and he got all fucked up. That was pretty cool. Mercurio80, thanks, man. Says, I'm ready for Wham Friday night movie fights. Deeper and deeper.
Yeah, it's gonna get sexy.
Latrell 316, have you been choking any coaches lately? Having a hell of a day. Happy to see your sexy faces. Happy to see you too, Latrell. You were a good Knicks basketball player.
I always think of Lamar Latrell from Revenge of the Nerds. Lamar Latrell.
I laughed, but I don't know what that meant. I just want to let you know that was.
You never seen Revenge of the Nerds?
I seen it. I just don't remember it that well.
He was the guy that he was the gay guy, but he was running out of that. They were like Latrell Lamar, and he's like Lamar Latrell, and he was like, oh.
Hey, Shadows, Joe Medeiros, Rock Music, Vanessa. Vanessa, by the way, is going to be. We have a substitute teacher today, ladies and gentlemen, of the court. Vinny is going to be late, so tonight Vanessa is taking over Vinny's count duties.
Oh,
she's going to count
to the shit shows,
and Courtney should be here as well. Courtney, make yourself known. That new family in the back of the church. You fucking
and for
sinners,
Vanessa, it's awesome because man, it's still
you're
fucking fan.
Kurt Cobain. I need You're still plugged.
A still fan, so I want to say they can be a good people, Kal-El. They wish to be. They only lack the light to show them the way. So don't get mad. And Cordy just said, he's here. He said, me and Vanessa are ready to count every Twizzler in Sherry Moon Zombie's trunk. And that's going to take a while because it's gross and somebody's got to do it's like Dirty Jobs. It's like they're doing an episode of Dirty Jobs. If you had to go count that, that's like going to a hoarder's house and you have no protective gear. You got to count every Twizzler.
You know those movies where like the wife is I think it happened in Lord of War. Remember in Lord of War when the wife was a painter? She was like a supermodel, but she wanted to be a painter, but her paintings all sucked, and he was super rich, so he would use his agent to go buy her paintings for like ridiculous amounts of money just to make her feel good, and then he would store them in his secret thing. That is the relationship between Rob Zombie and Sherry Moon Zombie.
Yeah.
She gets script in the mail, and she's like, oh my god, who's it from? It's like, oh, it says Rob again.
I think I remember that meme. It's like all Rob Zombie is a Hot Topic Randy Savage. And that makes total sense. And I think he's just happy that he's got a wife willing to take off and show her titties or whatever. And she's probably a freak in the bedroom. And that's probably it. You know, because I got to give it to Sherry Moon. She's hot. But, like, as far as, like, casting her in every single movie you got, you don't have to keep paying for it, sir. We know. You know, she knows everything's good. You don't have to keep casting her. Like, they could throw you, like, the fucking Blob remake and be like, my wife's got to be in it. What?
Yeah, any like hardcore Rob Zombie fan, if they're ever in like a therapy session and they're holding up the Rorschach test, they're all just like, Sherry Moon's butt crack? Yeah. Sherry Moon's left titty. Yeah, that's the one. It's just, there's like, how many times do you need to show your wife naked before you
like,
can?
You know, I swear
release.
it's like a voyeur thing for him.
Yeah.
Like he's got his dirty beard with probably like chili beans in it and like spaghetti sauce, and he doesn't wash himself, and she still has sex with him, and he's like, and she's into freaky shit, and I get to watch her. Like, I know guys are out there doing things to themselves watching her, so I'm getting off on it. He's basically the unapologetic guy that filmed Hulk Hogan fucking his wife. That's what it is.
Oh yeah,
that's how it is.
Imagine the parties that we aren't privy to. Imagine what happens there.
I'd watch that. I'd be in the next room. Like I just watched The Skin I Live In last night again. That's a fucked up movie. I don't know. I wanted to get. I don't know. I like. You know, it's a weird movie and it takes you to a dark place and it's gross. It kind of, but it's still like it's interesting. I don't know. It's like something that, I mean, you don't want like, you know, bad things to happen in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to watch a car accident, but when you see like a violent fucking incredible wreck that only is going to get featured on like some like TV show, and you're like, you watch it in real life, it's like, holy shit, that fucking happened. I hope everybody's okay, but that shit was wild.
That's a hurtful.
Like that's
yeah,
like you still want to see it. But yeah, that's why I watched it. But remember that fucking big room that she stayed in, and he had that like that wall mirror, and he would watch her.
Yeah,
that's how I'd be if I was watching that Hulk Hogan sex thing. Like I wouldn't want to know they were watching, like I was watching it, but I would be like hanging back, be like, that's Hulk Hogan, man. He's running wild all over that vagina.
And then Sean Connery breaks the glass and he sees you and he goes, "Whoa, Mac, you son of a bitch!"
Like, how did he do that? How do you know I was in there?
Oh shit, we're just kidding, Rob Zombie. We're just kidding. I mean, it seems like
he's gonna watch
but we are just kidding.
Like shitty fucking backward like fucking YouTube channel ever.
He's got to do something. He's got to burn through some ditches while he's on quarantine.
Yeah,
that's
Vinny
what he's on
YouTube.
YouTube. He's
I'll
like,
be voting if I can. I should be home for the later half. All right, Vinny. Thanks, man. Hope you have a good day at work.
Enjoy it, sir. Enjoy it with all your hopes and dreams. Tomo, thanks, man. The man behind the mask. Station. Party on, dudes.
Party on.
Edgar Leeton. Thrill me. Thrill me. Thanks, man behind the mask.
Why'd you say it like Heath Ledger?
What?
You were like, thrill me. If you want to hit me, hit me.
I don't know, man. I've just been feeling kind of, Heath Ledger's. It's my black fingernails.
That's a badass fucking. Yeah, I watched that again. The Dark Knight trilogy, so good.
Yeah, I watch it like once a year. You gotta.
Yeah, it's so good. And you can't watch Batman Begins and not go Dark Knight. You can't.
Okay, we got to do something before we get into the count. Jay, did you know there's Halloween Kills news? You fucking hooker.
Really? I was doing tricks last night, so I forgot all about it. What was it?
How was he?
He was great. He was really sensitive, and I had to hold him in my arms afterwards, but it all went well, and I made a whole $10.
Yeah, well, that's all I could afford. Mercury80 says, "Damn, you two are some crazy vatos."
Thanks.
Mad Bro says, "What's up, ding dongs?"
Dong ding. How you doing?
Oh, man. A Shadows Kabool says, "My mouth still hurts. Laughing is going to be hard, but I couldn't miss this, LOL. I feel you, dude. Dental work. It's the fucking rake of life, Sucks. But no.
I was thinking that one, the what was that movie called where the kid had, it was Poltergeist 2. When the kid has all his fucking braces shit coming out of his mouth that wraps him up. Woo! Yes. Every time I think of dental work, I'm just thinking of the same fucking thing.
It's good. Now, no spoilers, JK Rants. No spoilers. The Halloween news that came out tonight, it was from Entertainment Tonight. The same people who said that Michael wore a hockey mask to Jamie Lee Curtis.
Very reliable sources. I absolutely trust them.
Big time. But no, they actually, it's legit because they did an interview. They were interviewing Judy Greer. But they also just by the way, they're like, yeah, we talked to Jason Blum. And he said something along the lines of, he said, I don't know how the movie's going to come out. But he said, I'm still pushing for October and hoping for October. So he's saying, and again, they don't provide the context in this. We wrote an article about it if you want to see the exact quote on WeWatchMovie.com. They don't provide the exact context or when he said it. He could have said this 6 months ago when he really didn't know. They say it kind of like he just said it, so I don't know. But basically what he's saying is, I don't know if it's going to come on, how it's going to release. Is it going to be VOD, theaters? And it's not a for sure thing it's going to happen in October, but I'm pushing for it and hoping for it. Now, if he said that 6 months ago, it's not news, it doesn't fucking matter. But they didn't tell us that now, did they? Did they? Huh? So
I guess not. Well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad that that's still happening, or at least he's trying to make sure that goes through in October. Which, I mean, I don't think that there was ever doubt that Blumhouse wants it to be in October for the theatrical release, and I think that if everything keeps going the way that it's going, hopefully, you know what? But I still agree. Like, I still like the idea of Candyman. You know, if you release it simultaneously on demand and in the theaters, I think that's a good middle ground, and I think Blumhouse should consider that too.
Yeah.
Because if you feel comfortable going out in October to go see a movie about Halloween in the theaters, great, that's 100% all right.
Right.
But if you have concerns and you're scared, then let the people sit at home and watch the fucking thing.
But
maybe
they
charge a little higher of a rate.
They legally can't do that though. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be cool if they
Legal
could do
my
that.
dick hole.
I hope they released it in my mouth. No,
That's not true at all.
they can't legally. That's the whole fight. with
Candyman's
Universal.
doing it, so suck a butt.
That's not true yet. We don't know that yet.
I bet they will.
That's fucking Fugazi. That's a Fugazi. That's not. We don't know if that's real or not yet. But we shall see. But that's the Halloween Kills news. Just a little bit. It's quite interesting, if I might say so myself, Jim. Buffalo Zapsky says the Iron Sheik tape, the Iron Sheik sex tape.
I don't know if I'd watch that.
Yeah.
You know what? If it's a bored night on a Wednesday, fuck it.
Hey, man.
I got nothing to do. I'll watch that mustache fucking villain.
I spent one night in China. You know, I can do that. I actually never saw that.
What?
The China sex tape? Tennessee.
Oh,
made.
China, yeah. I was actually CHY or C.
Yes, yes.
China the wrestler.
Yes, which I was always strangely attracted to. I don't know what that says about me, but Tennessee.
You like
made,
masculine people.
Yeah, dude.
That's what it is.
If she just had a mustache, I'd be all the way in. I'd be ready to go. Tennessee made 731. Thanks a lot, man. Says love you guys. Just in case you forgot, we didn't.
We never forget.
But thanks for the reminder. Kisses. Maurice the Beast Vlog says, who's winning this year, Godzilla or Kong? I gotta go with Godzilla because he's got that blue mouth shit.
Yeah, I would say traditionally, well, I think Kong will win. Kong's the good guy. Traditionally, if you're going to go Godzilla versus King Kong, they always put King Kong as the good guy and Godzilla loses. But if you're going to go on powers alone and like what Godzilla can do, I mean, fucking Godzilla would whoop that ass. But at the same time, when you saw King Kong and Kong, he was still growing. So he could get bigger and bigger, and that motherfucker's going to come down like Shaquille blocking a fucking shot. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, you're going to shoot that blue shit at me, bitch. Don't you shoot your blue jizz at my face. I don't know you. And just block it away.
It's going to be like that preacher talking about the coronavirus. He's like, we
blow
it back at you.
But if you're going to ask me who the fuck I like, Godzilla's way better. Like, I think Godzilla's way better than Kong. Like, just overall.
I don't know. I like Kong's animalistic nature.
Yeah. And we're not talking about your boyfriend.
That's true. Man behind the mask, thanks, says getting my Wham skull tattoo on Tuesday. Wham for life, dude. I gotta see that shit. We got something cool with tattoos coming up. I haven't showed you this yet, Jay. This is gonna be fun as shit. I can't tell you right now. I'll tell you later.
I'm not getting a tattoo. You're not filming it.
You don't have to get a tattoo. Race peace, it's goth, not emo. God damn it. Scary Teller, $14.99. Ooh. Spin me a scary story, scary teller, Steven. I can't wait.
Scary snake.
Scary snake.
Scary snake.
Sorry for the fake news about the Halloween Kills trailer being today. You guys are my movie heroes, horror movie heroes. Cheers. Hey man, we're all just squirrels in a nut trying to get a Halloween Kills trailer up in our asses. You know, we just want it. We just want it.
We're bored.
God damn it!
We want those jack-o'-lantern seeds all up in our butts and impregnating us with new jack-o'-lanterns.
Give it to us, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
God, what's your problem? Josh Weaver says, how's it hanging, boys? Can't wait for this battle. I can't wait for you to meet me in the parking lot after school. Yeah, it's going to be cool. Remember from Happy Gilmore? You can count on me meeting you in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, I believe that's Mr. Gilmore's.
I want to watch that now. I gotta go, guys. I'm just gonna go watch that shit. All right, thank you guys so much. If everyone's ready and prepared,
Well, hold on. I did want to Samuel V PS5 sick. I actually watched the reveal for the PlayStation 5. It looks pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, I don't know yet. I was telling Mike, and I know it's a leaked price, and I know that it's probably not the reality, but I'm just saying it's possible. But I saw a leaked price that was on UK Amazon, and it said something that the price point for the PS5 was going to be around $782. Fuck that shit. But it was such a weird number, though. It was like $782 and 22 cents. Like, it was just a weird number. But I think they came out and they said that article was fake, so we don't know yet. But I was saying that Microsoft, when they come out and they do their whole Xbox and they actually give the price, if they're smart, they'll come out and they'll go ahead and undercut that and be like, well, we'll give you like $300. It'll be like a $400 system and like a coupon to Domino's.
That's why
for your gaming experience.
That's why they don't want to tell you what they cost. Is because they're waiting on the other person to say it first, which tells you that they're overcharging the fuck out of you.
But I will say that people were bitching at the fucking design of the PS5. I was like, yeah, it does look like a cream between. I'm not gonna lie, it's not like it's white. It's like it looks like a cream between, but it's still it is what it is. I mean, I don't mind it. Like, it's not the worst thing. And then other people were bitching about the fact that I think they're doing a second system where it's discless. And people are like, oh yeah, but
it's true. This man has no disc.
Yeah, it's true. Walter Peck, you cocks. But no, the truth is like that's where it's going anywhere. It's going to be digital media. Eventually they're not going to make the fucking games anymore. Yeah. Like, as far as like a physical media, I don't think so. Like, I just don't.
Tired of GameStop skipping off the top.
Yep.
And it's working. But they're going to make two, though. They make two. They made one that has a disc and one that doesn't have a disc.
Yeah, so it's still there. But before we start the festivities, let me go have my own festivity in the toilet.
Oh, me. Right, number one or number two?
Be number one.
Okay. All right. I accept this. Behind the screen. Get up from behind your computer to go outside and do some sports. Make some friends. I'm kidding. You're my friend. It says new versus idea. Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees' look from each film. That's interesting. That's quite interesting. Jason just doesn't change enough. I mean, I guess you do have the ones where he takes off his mask. I don't know, man. That's worth looking into. That's a good idea behind the screen. Maybe you should stay behind the screen and keep coming up with good ideas. Tyler Dickey. Hello, my fellow Brandons. Nice tits. Harka, harka. Hello, Tyler. And your dick. Lewis Ruddy. Oh, someone says Xbox. Tom Ungurian says Xbox is trash. Oh, don't start a war in the chat. This is a peaceful chat. You can't have people fighting over consoles. Lewis Ruddy, thanks. Says Nighting from England about to be a Patreon on Payday. Ooh, Payday. I'm hungry, actually. Payday sounds good. Thanks, man. That's fucking awesome. And from England, too. Shit, yeah, man. Thanks a lot. Payday. God, aren't those just two beautiful fucking words? Don't they just make you just a little harder than you were before? Lazarus Soul 82. Thanks, man. Says more than 2 shakes is playing with it, Jay. Yeah. Shake it 3 times, you're playing with yourself. I did not have beat-ups today, Michael Stapp. I gave my colon a break. It deserved it. I had hamburgers on the grill today, and it was a lovely day. That's the kind of content you're here to see. I'm great, Chicks Rules. Foxy the Pirate. Arr.
All right. My head was all cold. I did a 1.5. I almost pooped my pants. I farted when I was peeing and I almost pooped. That's what I call 1.5.
I didn't go all the way. Just a touch. Just a tip.
Yeah. I had to check. I had to double check. I was like, did I shit my pants? Did that happen? It's like it didn't happen.
Thank God. Diaz says, I heard the Super Nintendo was coming out, has a whopping 16 bits.
What does that mean? 16 bits of like building blocks.
16 bits. Yeah.
No, I know what that means. No, that's awesome. Yeah.
I was in a pub not too long ago, and they had a Nintendo 64, and I fucking wanted to get that bitch out so quick. But they had just opened because I was day drinking, and I didn't want to sully their, the cord still had them all wrapped up. That makes me sound like an alcoholic.
It's okay.
You are what you eat or drink. All right. I don't see Courtney in here yet. I don't see Courtney in here just yet. Is he here?
Yeah, he's here. He was the one telling me about Vanessa.
Okay. All right. Never trust a fart, Jay, says Tomo Igato.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson coined it first, and I never will. That's a bucket list. I should have trusted it. I know. I broke the golden rule.
Who's ready to rumble? I'll tumble for you.
Culture Club.
Yeah. Yes.
Culture Club is ready.
I'm ready. All right, let's pull up the notepad and get naked. Wait a minute. That didn't. It's not pulling up. Yes. We will need it. Grab the notepad.
I was watching The Dark Knight Rises the other day, and like I swear to God, dude, I love Bane. Like Tom Hardy was great as Bane, but it always sounds like when he talks, he always sounds like he's just like had an orgasm. Like every time he talks, like I am the darkness.
We will need it.
Go ahead, you keep going. I just gotta change these batteries, but you can go ahead.
All right. I'm trying to see if you guys see the notepad or not because it's fucked up on my. Oh, sorry for the audio thing there. I pressed the button. Does nobody see the audio? Like the notepad? My notepad hole won't work. I can't get my notepad hole to work. You fucking.
Yeah, Courtney's he's all ready for that goodness.
Damn. We're gonna have to go raw. We're gonna have to go raw with no notepad. Oh no. Yeah, stupid OBS streams and you bastards. All right, no notepad. We're gonna have to do it. We
can do it.
We're gonna have to do it with no notepad. You know, do it. We're just
fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yeah, with no protection whatsoever. All right. Oh man, now it makes me mad.
What? Oh, the notepad.
Let me try it again real quick. I'm gonna try it again one more time. Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be okay. Display capture. No capture. Yes, I want to capture the window. That's all I want to do.
I feel like this is gonna de-evolve to like a really like a huge fucking goddamn like arena fight. Like it's gonna be a Coliseum fight though between everybody because there are, like you mentioned earlier, there are a lot of Chucky fans, and then there's like hardliner like Hellraiser fans. I think it's gonna be a lot worse than I thought. Like I thought it was gonna be like a standard like Vegas boxing match, and it turns out to be like it's fucking crazy. Motherfuckers are throwing chairs at each other. Don King jumps in there and tries to promote his newest book. It's just wild shit. And Courtney's gonna be down there at ringside, fucking talking about the results. He's gonna be that one reporter that says, "I'm standing in front of a hurricane. Yes, it's fast and it's powerful." It's like, yeah, you didn't think it was. It's called a hurricane. So, duh.
I'm doing my best.
Vanessa will be the smart one. She'll be like, well, over there, like, way, way away. Be like, Courtney, did you get the footage?
I want you guys to have the notepad. Damn it. Fuck. Why are you doing this to us?
Hope everybody brought pencils and paper tonight because we're going to have our own Dungeons and Dragons session. You got to keep your own scores and stamina and everything else.
Don't you tell me no elements found, you piece of shit. I'll fucking take the system on trial.
Kenny Kim says, only in America. God damn. Only in America.
It's not gonna do it. We are notepadless tonight. We just gotta get raw. It's just gonna happen. All right. I'm gonna break out. I'll help us through. We can do it. We can do it, guys. Yeah. We can do it as one, naked.
I've got some shit.
The Buttress of Windsor. All right.
Some notebooks.
Pretty easy. Vanessa, you ready? Courtney, you ready? The first battle is gonna be, obviously, Child's Play, the original, versus Hellraiser, the original film. Now, if you're new here and you're just joining us in this dark shit show that we call Friday Night Franchise Fights, what you're going to do is when we give the call sign, And we'll let you know when. You're going to vote number 1 for Child's Play. And then you're going to vote number 2 for Hellraiser. Do not vote twice because we'll have to kick you out. Because those are the rules, Jim. But you just one time you'll vote, and our wonderful counters, Vanessa and Courtney, will count them bitches up. So
nice.
When I say, "Coming yeah," you're going to press number 1.
It sounds like I just got to camp.
You're going to press number 1 for Child's Play. Not till I say it. You're going to press number 2 for Hellraiser. Are you ready? I'm fair, but I'm firm. Coming yeah! Vote right now. Press number 1 for Child's Play. Press number 2 for Hellraiser.
Yep.
Get it in you.
Yep.
Get it inside you.
It's there.
Take it in. Breathe.
You look like you're describing the biggest dick you saw once. It was this big in the locker room.
I mean, I couldn't believe it, man.
It looked like it had its own zip code.
I was squeezing my uncle's hearts.
And who cared if I had fever dreams about it?
I said, "Is it all the way in?" And he said, "No." And I just started to cry.
And then I was thinking about my mama. I was like, never trust a man with a cock that big.
I said, "Just think about baseball." And then I thought about bats. And then it made it hurt worse.
And then after that, we had to go to Cracker Barrel to calm down. I had to get their sweet tea. That's the only way to calm me down in front of that fireplace. And this, yeah, okay. Mike and I aren't voting, obviously, but I pick Hellraiser. Like, I mean, look, the reason why is because Child's Play. It was a great film. It was cool. It was all, it was unique. It was kind of different, but it's a talking fucking doll, man. Like, I feel like fucking Ronnie from, I mean, it's a goddamn rat, man. It's a goddamn rat. Like, if you get in trouble, you can boot that motherfucker to the moon, like, or rip its fucking head off and shit down its windpipe. Like, you can do anything to it. Like, it's just, I know it's sneaky, but it runs 2 stubby little legs, and you can still catch that bitch. Yeah. But like Hellraiser, you open a box up, these fucking demons from hell come and torture you for the rest of your life. And it's fucking incredibly, like, oh my God. And it's all BDSM, and it makes you feel sexual and gross and all sorts of nasty things at once.
Yep.
And Doug Bradley was great. And I also love the fact that Clive Barker and them were very, very persistent on the fact that even the nobodies, Butterball, female, Chatterer, not that they're nobodies, but they didn't have that big of a part. They cast real actors. Mm-hmm. They weren't extras, even though they didn't have any lines. And, I don't know. It's just a creepier movie.
I'm 100% with you, man. I think Hellraiser's the better film overall. Chucky's cool and all, man, but he's no Sharon Stone.
No Sharon Stone.
No Sharon Stone. It's Hellraiser. It's got a scarier story. It's got and I think you said it best, man. Chucky, when it comes down to it, and this we mentioned them specifically against each other because this is an origin film. It was the best of the best. You got to see them born or begin their killing sprees, and Chucky was a doll, man. Yeah. Like you could kick him. How like you tell me in at all that you'd be more scared to go up against Chucky than Pinhead? No, says I. No, sir.
No, not even if I was on acid and he became the size of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Never.
I'd still say, I'd be like, yeah, I'll fuck with that because I'll roast his ass afterwards. Like, I mean, I'm not fucking worried about that. You open a box and you go to hell for the rest of your life, and you have hooks going through your nipples and people laughing at you and making fun of your wiener and shit for life. Like you're naked. They strip you naked. Like you're skinless.
Oh.
No.
Oh, sweet baby goodness. I got a notepad in this bitch. Okay, everybody stop voting. I feel like we've got all the votes in. Quit voting now, and our notepad is alive. For Christ's sake, I've done it. All right, so we got Child's Play. Courtney and Vanessa, I imagine you guys have picked which ones you're going to count. We're going to give them a few minutes to count. Versus Hellraiser.
Yeah, Tomo, I know people pay for that, but like, what if you didn't pay for it? You just got a stupid Rubik's Cube for Christmas, and you open it up, and you're like, I'm not ready for this. I haven't had enough sexual experience. Like, I'm not ready for this. You get dragged in, and they're like, hey, you're going to like this French tickler in your butthole. You're like, I mean, maybe I will, but I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
And again, this is just the first film that we're voting on right now while they count up the votes. But I mean, it's just, dude, Hellraiser's just, it's scarier. Number
It's
one,
nasty.
it's way scarier of a movie. Like,
Yeah.
unless you have a really specific fear of dolls, I'd say. And I love Brad Dourif. He did a great job voicing him. There's stuff I love about Chucky and Child's Play, but Hellraiser's a better film, man.
And and take nothing away from the fact that the beginning of Child's Play with Brad Dourif is fucking great. I love Brad Dourif is an amazing actor. He really is.
Yeah.
And he does a great job with that character. But, you know, potato. I mean, it's Doug Bradley and Brad Dourif. Like, who you like better? But I thought there was more personality with Pinhead himself, because he's spoken a few words, but he was very like diligent, and he was like, I will rip your face off, and then I'll ask you over for tea. And you're like, oh shit, this motherfucker's talking to me in a clipped British voice, and he's scary. I don't like it.
Nixon.
Okay, so we got the results here. This is sexy. I approve. Option 1 has a 53.
Ooh.
And option 2, a 29. Hellraiser wins.
No, dude. Hellraiser loses badly.
I thought Hellraiser was 1.
No, dude. No, dude. No.
Fuckers.
No. We lost that vote hard.
Great
It's going to
job,
be a long night in
I'm going
Texas
back.
for
You know
me
what?
and
I'm
you,
going
my
back
friend.
to 2000. I'm going back to 2000. I want a recount.
Damn.
Lockbox. Damn. I thought
Whoa.
you said Hellraiser was number 1 and fucking Child's Play was 2.
Let's look to the chat to make sure.
Did you get? I thought you. I swear you said that.
Let's look to the chat to make sure, guys. Was number 1 Child's Play? It looks like yeah, it looks like number 1 was Child's Play. I was
Oh
correct.
well,
I was
fuck
correct.
in the butt. God damn. Well, you know what, guys? It's been a great time.
No
I
one
guess
gives
I'm
a
gonna
fuck
ba-
about our opinions.
I'm gonna bounce out.
just to prove, if anybody comes here and they're like, hey, this is a Halloween stream, it's rigged. We're like, all we did was be like, Child's Play sucks, Hellraiser's the best, and everybody's like, fuck you don't know what you're talking about. And that's cool, man. That's why you guys get to vote.
God
Child's
damn.
Play.
Well, good for you. I mean, yeah, let the people speaks. Let the people speaks.
Wow. I have the suffering is legendary. Even in the stream.
Oh,
Child's
please, no
Play
tears.
wins.
It's a waste of good suffering.
Don't debate me, girl.
Just come here and die quickly while you have the option of doing it.
Oh man. Lazarus Soul 82 says, "Does anyone else's balls itch, or is it just me? It's just me."
I scratch them. You know, you just have. You know, it is what it is.
I'll let you guys in on a secret. I feel safest when I have my hand around my man bits. I don't know why. You're just laying in bed watching TV.
I
Al
know,
Bundy.
man. It's the weirdest thing. You cuddle them and you like bounce them up and down. They're like Chinese like relaxing balls or something.
It's
know
like
what I mean?
it's like
And
a man
so warm.
blankie.
Yeah, dude, I was doing that like I was doing like the Al Bundy thing where you like have your hands and your shorts and you're just kind of like whatever. And my girlfriend was like, she's like, why do guys do that for? I was like, I don't know, because it feels good. It's a relaxing thing. It's like being back in the. It's like protection. It's like you're protecting the most valuable asset.
This is my safe space. It's where I feel safest. Absolutely. Katie Long said, Jesus wept. That's the truest shit ever. After that vote. Absolutely.
I wept too. I wept inside. I may be smiling on the outside, but inside I'm crying.
A Shadow says, it's just Uncle Frank. Yeah, man,
dude, like, I mean, I'll tell you what, you have to have like an oatmeal bath, a candlelit dinner, and like some wine after you watch Hellraiser. After you watch Chucky, you're like, I'm just not gonna buy dolls, and if I get one, I'll shatter its fucking head.
Yeah, I
like,
get.
fuck it.
Yeah, I guess Child's Play won on just the entertainment value alone, which is fine, man. Like, it's your all's vote. That's why we say you decide. We completely and vehemently disagree with you, but that's okay.
That's what it all is about.
You know, it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. This is what we do here. All right, Vanessa, I know that you're new here, and I don't want to beat up on you too badly, but are you sure you're ready for the next one? I know you got to be tired. That was a wave that you went through right there. It was a wave. But when Vanessa and Courtney are ready, we will go for round 2.
I got to start paying attention. I feel like I'm back in fucking like high school, and they're like, hey, did you guys, okay, what chapter were we covering? I'm like, I don't remember. George Washington. Like, no, we're in the fucking World War I. Like, well, he might have had a base after him.
Dude, I had the worst. When I was in school, I would be the worst, especially at the start of the year. I'd get my books, and I'd get my 5-star, and I'd have everything nice and neat. And I'd be like, I'm going to try today. That's when I learned I had ADD, because I was like, I'm going to learn. I'm going to be a good student, and mom's going to be proud of me. And I would sit there, and as soon as he was like, all right, class, my name is, I'd be like, I wonder what it's like to be Michael Jordan. And then like 20 minutes later, he's deep into fucking algebra, and I have no idea where the fuck I am.
Yeah,
but I have a boner.
I think it was geometry. It was a math like educational area that I definitely did not fucking give a shit. Like they would ask me to come up and solve a problem on the board, and I would start doing like 1 + 4. And it'd be like X + Y and shit. I'm like, I don't know what this means. And they're like, well, you should have covered that in grade school. I'm like, well, I wasn't listening to you because you're not interesting. Courtney's ready, by the way.
Okay. Vanessa, I see her in the chat. I think she said she was ready. I believe so, sir. Courtney, Vanessa, if you guys are ready, chat. JL, you make up the next call sign. When we do it, when we say whatever Jay comes up with, you're going to vote number 1 for Child's Play 2. And you're going to vote, oh God, I can't type. You're going to vote number 2 for Hellraiser 2. Hell on Earth. I don't think that's even, I don't remember. Whatever.
Yeah, it was a movie.
That's what it was. One time.
Yeah.
Jay, what should the call sign be? You fucker.
I would say, when I say Slim Jim, you vote.
All right.
Slim Jim.
If everyone's ready, now remember the rules. Do not vote twice. Only vote once. When Jay says Slim Jim, you're going to press number 1 for Child's Play 2. You're going to press number 2 for Hellraiser 2. And while you vote, we'll give you your opinions. Jay!
Slim Jim!
Vote right now, you fucking whores!
By the way, I did see, it was Ray Gunner. I saw he mentioned earlier. He was like, he's like, Hellraiser was more of a kink than a horror movie. I get that, but it was a sexy horror kinky movie. Like, it was, you could be kinky and be fucking scary at the same time. Like,
it made me need a shower.
Yeah, dude. Or like, yeah, dude. Like, you could be like all sorts of fucking like just nervous. Like when she's like, "Hey, let's dress up in costumes and do some cosplay sex." And you're like, yeah. What? That's scary, kinky. I don't know what you mean. And then she comes out and she's a furry. You're like, what? I didn't know. Is there a flap?
I'm fine with
flap on your furry suit?
Yeah, just don't peel off my skin or make me kiss you when you're skinless. Don't make me kiss you when you're skinless. That is a weird fucking sticky element that I love mango habanero wings, and that's probably the same consistency. It's sticky and hot, but I don't want to fucking make out with anybody who's bleeding from the skinless face.
It could be the love of my fucking entire life, and she comes back and no skin. Fuck that shit. You're making an appointment and you're getting skin. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not kissing you. That's gross. That's all muscle and tissue. I'm not getting like fucking tetanus or fucking not tetanus, but like I'm not. It's blood. It's fucking nasty. I'm not kissing you. Yeah. But also, I would say with Child's Play 2 versus Hellraiser Hellbound. Honestly, I'd probably pick Child's Play 2.
Me too. That's fucking crazy.
And the reason why is because I think Hellraiser 2 could have been a great movie, but it always felt like that movie was incomplete. Like, it didn't really have what it should have had. Like, it didn't have the same kind of weird, mysterious area and atmosphere that they had in the first one. And I think it's because they overshot their shit. Yeah. You know, it's like they thought they had a bigger wiener than they actually did, and they found out they didn't when they did an exhibition show.
Been there.
Because they had this whole, like, labyrinth set up for the Leviathan. You know, they didn't have the budget for it. And Dr. Chenard comes in, and he's like, like he's getting fucked in the brain constantly, and he kills the crew. He kills Pinhead and the crew in like 5 seconds by turning them human, which I fucking hated, by the way. That the whole backstory, like, it's cool that they were human or whatever, but when she comes back, Kirsty, and like who they really remember who you are. Like, bitch, this is not Lord of the Rings. Like, this is not like, I don't care about any of that. So I would take Child's Play 2. Child's Play 2 just had a better story overall, and like the character was stronger at that point. They really just dropped the ball with Hellraiser 2.
Yeah, Child's Play 2 had the awesome in-school death scene with the ruler and all that shit. I got a gnat in here. And I love the end of Child's Play 2, and I love the beginning of Child's Play 2. I thought Child's Play 2 was really entertaining. It had a lot of stuff I liked in it. Hellraiser 2, just like you said it as well, but they overextended themselves a lot. They made it really confusing. Like, halfway through that movie, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I realized why it makes sense and what's going on. But like, as entertainment value, when you watch it, I've just never been that big of a fan of Hellraiser 2. Some people think it's superior to the original. I've just never been that feeling. It looks like everybody's done voting, so everybody stop voting now, please.
I think it could have been. That's the problem. They thought they had a James Cameron budget, and those motherfuckers walked out with a Josh Trank budget.
They look like
it.
they look like they went to like one of those trampoline centers where like you jump into like the soft bricks. Like that's what hell looked like. It looked like a bunch of soft fucking bricks. It was dumb.
Yeah, it's like it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have a like if they were promoting like a new paintball, and like it's gonna be zombies, and there's gonna be like actually they're gonna look really fucking scary. And you go there and there's just people with like plastic masks. It's like, well, I thought it was gonna be a lot different than this. Like I got all this gear, I spent way more money than I should have at fucking Dick's Sporting Goods, and I'm fucked. This is stupid. I don't know. I feel like they really did like go way above what they their means.
Yeah.
But Hellraiser 2 could have been awesome, but they just didn't really go the way with it.
Sean Turner, Kirsty always did remind me of Winona, he says. Dead on. She always reminded me of Winona Ryder as well, for sure. And I like Kirsty a lot. I do.
Yeah, and I would say also there are some cool scenes, some weird scenes in Hellraiser 2, like, especially when he's like, I am in hell, and he's sitting in the corner and he's like drawing on the wall. And if I saw my dad doing that with no skin, I'd be like, well, you're fucked. You're stuck there. Like, I'm not going to hell for you.
And that's
like, fuck that.
Hellraiser 2 did have some of the best Pinhead, some of the best lines, some of the best visuals. Just as a movie overall, it's broken.
Yeah, like I loved when Pinhead got like confronted with Kirsty, and he was like, someone else you think escaped us? It was so cool. He was like, we have eternity to play. Dude, yeah, right, yeah. So the lines were great. I just feel like if more time had been taken to understand what kind of budget they had and how to work that, it would have been better, because they were really pushing that, and that special effects, like the Leviathan, the thing looked like shit, dude.
And
like, I mean,
to be fair, Hellraiser did that at the end of their movie too. When they go into their big finale, there's a couple of shots that were really cool, but there were a couple shots at the end of the original Hellraiser where you could see the budget didn't match the
scope,
the inspiration. Yeah.
Okay, so Courtney has come through once again. Courtney and Vanessa, sexy beings from the planet Sexuala.
Here we go.
Option 1 has 68. Option 2 has 34.
It's going to be a long night for Hellraiser, my friends. Child's Play 2 wins again. It wins once again from whence it came.
You know what? It's still early. It's still early in the fight. Don't count out my boy. Don't count out Pinhead yet. But I feel like I'm trying to argue with myself. Like I'm drunk at B-dubs, and like my guy's losing in the boxing match. I'm like, you all motherfuckers don't know. He was training with fucking Apollo Creed. You have no idea what you're talking about. Like, just wait. He's been working on stamina. He got knocked down a few times. He's going to come back. Just wait.
I see a lot of talk about Kirsty and stuff in the chat, too. The last vote that we're going to have later on is going to be who was the better hero, Andy or Kirsty. That's going to be the decider if it's tied up. So that'll be interesting. But I got a PP. So let the counters take a break for a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to go and I'm going to release myself. I'm going to open the box.
All over the toilet seat.
Yeah.
All over it.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. That reminds me. I love telling this story because it just makes me smile. Because I love that. I love people getting really happy over really tiny things. One time I was at a Buffalo. One time I was in Sin City. One time I was at Buffalo.
One time I was coming from a Daytona 500 and I stopped.
One time I was at a Buffalo Wild Wings and it was the tournament. It was the NCAA tournament, and everybody was just having a blast. Good old times, before blah, 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 blah. And everybody's partying. And I go in the bathroom, and I'm just feeling good, having a great time. My bracket's doing well. And I go to stand there and piss, and this dude next to me is just going, he's peeing, but it's the best pee he's ever had in his entire life. He's standing there, and he's going, oh, yeah. And
makes you envious.
It's not like if he'd have been like slow draw, it'd be gross. It'd be like, oh yeah. But he was like, oh yeah. He's like, oh, this is great. It was like the dude driving the van in that the Friday 13th movie. He's like, this is great. This is great. He was pissed and he was like, oh, this is awesome. This is the best piss ever. And I was like, I like you, man. I like you.
Dude, it makes you envious of those fuckers too, because you're like, God, I'm just having a regular drizzle tonight. Because when you get that feeling, dude, as a guy, when you get that feeling of that ultimate piss feel, like when you're peeing and you've been holding it in, and it's just like, and you're like you feel like you're calling upon the powers of Grayskull. Like you feel like He-Man and calling for fucking the powers of Grayskull, because you're like, ah!
Give me the power, I beg of thee.
And it's weird because if you're in public, you always try to tone it down a little bit, so it's like, ah! But if you're at home, you're like, ah! Like you echo the fucking mountains.
It's true, man. It's true. Yeah. Before I go, Sean Davis, thanks a lot, Sean. We love your pantsless ass. He says, yo, E equals MC square. You sit there. Dude, I ripped out my headphones. I didn't realize it until I was halfway through reading it.
Simply because I can.
It's like, one stinky. It's from the opening to the pest, if you guys don't know.
Yeah, it's so good.
It says, yo, E equal MC squared. You sit there. After having heard your ball story, I won't be shaking either of your hands. No offense. Love you guys, but I have touched balls since wrestling, and I wasn't on the team.
Oh, Sean.
Sean, we should have paid you to read that. That was fucking awesome, man. All right, I'll be right back. Definitely not going to wash my hands. Totally going to lick the toilet.
Do it. Build your immune system, you piece of poop. You've got to be a contributor to the human race and their immune systems. Wow, guys. Holy shit. We're only 2 fights in, and I'm feeling like nervous. But again, I'm holding out hope. But, it's not I'm not voting. Oh, Intel Wild says, Chucky all the way. Thank you so much. Hey, man, for your sake, I hope he wins. I don't know what it was, man. Look, it's not that I don't respect Chucky. I respect that little fucking booger licker. But he's just... Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard for me to get scared of him. And I know people have, like, doll fears and shit like that, and I get that, and I understand. But it's just something about... He's got like bright orange Ronald McDonald hair. He looks like a leftover kid from the Garbage Patch, and he's running around with a knife going, and he's a foul mouth fucker, which is funny. That's funny, but I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like, But I mean, anyway. But either way, I hope he wins for you, man. Josh Weaver says, yeah, I know. Oh, I'm sorry. Where the fuck? My finger sucks a hole. Jay, how's Buster doing now? Josh, he's doing good. He's actually running around probably trying to kill a fucking, I don't know, rabbit or something. Sean Turner says, Jay, do Pamela asking Jason for a new reboot? I will, but Courtney actually asked me earlier to do Pamela before he's talking about the PS5 release. I'll make sure I do that. I won't forget. I'll do it. And Matthew still says, but Jay, we have Chucky 3 against Hellraiser 3. I know. And it's weird. It's so weird. I like Chucky 3. I remember Chucky 3 almost sometimes more than Child's Play. I remember Chucky 1, Child's Play. But Child's Play 3 always stuck with me just because of the very beginning with the fucking melty face and all that shit and the way they're putting it together like you're watching a documentary on, like, I don't know, gingerbread houses and Kit Kat bars, like how all the, the melty face. And it looks like I don't know, it looks candy-ish to me. But Hellraiser 3, I always liked it, man. Like, it was one of those movies that a lot of people hated, and I can see why, because it is a big departure from what they were going with Hellraiser 1 and 2, with them being more of a myth or an urban legend, kind of just going from home to home. And then Pinhead comes out with his dick everywhere and says, "Suck my pin," and he takes over the world. But I like it though. It's got some cool characters, it's got some good ideas in it. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, Sade Garcia, have a good time. Tell the Merkins I said hello. I love spending. I think there was hold on. Brandon Berry, thank you so much. He says Clint Eastwood versus Burt Reynolds would be a good matchup. That would be an excellent matchup. I do like that. But I think I know who's coming out on top of that, and his last name rhymes with Westwood Studios. Eastwood, Westwood? No, it doesn't rhyme at all. East is, you know what I'm saying. But I would go Clint. But Tommy Gunn, the clown, says, "Flush me, Jay, flush me." I'd be like, no. Durant Cinema, I can watch all the Child's Play movies again. Jay, can you? Hell fucking no, Durant. Are you serious? Like, all right, I'm gonna tell you guys this. All right, listen. I know, like, again, I've said this 100 fucking times. I feel like I'm gonna put this shit on repeat and like have it forever in my head. But I know there are major fans of Child's Play, and I got nothing but love for you, and that's all good. I respect you for your decisions of supporting that red-haired fucker. But the thing is, when we did that whole Child's Play and we were watching, oh my god, dude, I felt like we were playing with a Ouija board, and we summoned the demon of Kumblupklaka, and we played with him for a while, and he made our lives torturous. And then we put the Ouija board away into the closet, never to be touched again. Like after we like got rid of the demon. Like I can't do that again. I can't. Nick Mundell says, Jay, what are you drinking? Don't tell Mike. I'm drinking the Superior Light Beer, Michelob Ultra. Why would I tell Mike about it? Mike knows what I'm drinking. Like, I'm not doing. Let's see. Ricardo Diaz, thank you so much. Hellraiser losing like this has me depressed. LOL. Yes, dude. I'm very depressed. I'm so depressed right now that I'm getting ready to open up an actual merchant box and just tell Pinhead I'm sorry. Fuck that. I'm kidding. I'm never gonna do that. But it is very depressing. It's kind of weird. Intel Weil says Hellraiser is just a Pinhead. Get it? I know. Yeah, I get it. But he's so much more than that, though. Intel. Eobor Thawne says, Jay, those new shares. Yeah. When I first got them, okay, so it says S Racer at the top, and I didn't do enough research on them. They were very uncomfortable. Okay, it felt like I was at like a debutante in a 17th century fucking garden party because it makes you sit up like this, and I don't know. It's gotten more comfortable as the ass has conformed to the leather part of the seating, so I'm a little bit more comfortable in them. But because it says S Racer on the motherfucking like right there, I feel like I got a car bed, but it's a sweet fucking car, and it's. But yeah, I think they're new. I'm back. Okay, you're back. I got all the super chats. I'm gonna go tinkle on the toilet as well, because I gotta pee again.
Damn, son. You got that.
Yeah. Well, no, dude. I've been drinking fucking Mountain Dew all goddamn day long.
All right. And when Jay gets back, we'll get right up to the next vote, you guys. I wanted to tell you guys, though, when I was peeing, something crazy fucking happened. I was peeing, and all of a sudden, a song came into my head. And you know what it was? It was, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. And it's just stuck in my head now, and I feel good about it.
I thought you were gonna say it was fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers. Sometimes I feel like I don't have a partner.
That's when you ever noticed that?
Do you ever notice how when you're so drunk at a fucking bar and you're like by yourself because you went solo, that song always comes on when you're peeing in the toilet rooms? Like, for whatever reason, dude, you could be at a regular like sports bar, you could be at a karaoke bar, or just Applebee's, and when you go to the bathroom for some reason and you're by yourself and you didn't have any friends to go with you that night, you're peeing and you're alone and you're drunk, and that song always finds itself into your eardrums.
That makes sense.
And you're like, God damn, man, this is why he wrote it. It's for you.
I could see that. I could see that happening.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, Lord. School of Rock, Sean Turner. That's probably what it was. I watched that like 2 weeks ago with my 10-year-old. She loved it, by the way. School of Rock is a badass Jack Black. It's a badass Jack Black flick. Lit Bob says, my name is Buck and I'm here to fuck. That's funny as shit. That makes me smile in the night. Bradley Valencia says, Villanasty says, Mike, we need Stallone versus Schwarzenegger matchup. Yes. We did an action one last week with JCVD versus Steven Seagal, so we wanted to go back to horror for a week here. I think that might be a good pick for next week, though. Stallone versus Schwarzenegger, man. Fuck! That would be a really good one. I can't imagine the dark things that would happen in that hotel room. Latrell 316. Chucky was one of my very first horror movies I saw as a kid, so it's special to me, LOL. I get that. It was actually, Chucky 3 was one of the first horror films I ever saw, and it disappointed me majorly because I was at this rich kid's house for a birthday, and they didn't like me very much anyway, so I had no business being there. But his mom was like, we're going to watch Child's Play 3, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. I bet it's going to be scary as shit. I psyched myself up because I'd never seen a horror movie before. Other than one time I saw one with my sister and gave me nightmares, but nevertheless, I was just like, this isn't scary. I'm bored as shit right now. So I had a different thing, but you know, it's okay. It's all right. I get it. People fucking love Child's Play, man. I hope it gets closer as we go, just to make it more interesting. But so far, Child's Play is kicking the shit out of Hellraiser. Marco V. Villatoro, thanks, man. Says, Mike, did you try to write your name as you were peeing and that song came into your head? I was just free flowing, man. I had no agenda with the stream at this particular time, but I love it. You know, when awesome songs just kick into your head and you're just like, I can I feel good now. Like, I'm in the fucking mood to party. Intel Wild, thanks a lot, man, says Mike and Jay, we love your fucking faces and tiny peckers. Well, you know, it's a good size. I love you too. For all your shortcomings. Hey, Thor. Jamie Wright says, you guys should do another all-day franchise like you did with Wrong Turn. I love the endurance and struggle. Yeah, dude, those Manverse movies are so fucking fun. I love doing them. Problem is, it's just getting like an entire day built away where you can just sit and watch the movies together. But we're gonna come back to the Manverse movie franchise at some point for sure. I think that's a beautiful idea. And when someone steals it from it does it better. Just know that we did it first. You know. I hope you're having a great day too, David. How was it? I can't hear you, Jay. You're silent, sir.
Fucking stupid. What? No, I feel like every time I heard that question about the Man versus movie, I always feel like when we do that though, it always feels like we play Jumanji, and we lose. It's like we lose that fucking thing.
I played Jumanji board game the other day with the kids.
Was it?
It was fun. All right, Courtney, Vanessa, are you ready? Vanessa says she's here. Courtney, Jay, do you have like a secret line to Courtney? Because you always say you see he's ready, and I never see it.
Now, Courtney talks to me telepathically because we are both from Krypton.
You guys have secret walkie-talkies?
We do. We have. It's actually a Dixie cup. We're still working out the details. But yeah, me and Courtney. I know when Courtney's ready. But I'm waiting on Courtney. Just Courtney, tell me. Courtney's basically become like the Green Ranger of our show. Like every time we need help, it's like, do 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 do.
It's true.
He is ready.
Okay, here we go, guys. When I say it's a long way to the top, that's when you're going to vote. And when you do vote, you're going to vote, not until I say it, you're going to vote number 1 for Child's Play 3, and you're going to vote number 2 for Hellraiser 3. Are you ready? It's a long way to the top if you're going to fucking vote. Begin voting now.
Is that going to be the 2020 fucking rock the vote?
If you're going to rock the vote.
I'd probably go back. Hey, who's playing tonight? Is it the shitty Beatles? Oh, man, are they good? It's like, man, they fucking suck. It's like, oh, it's not just a clever name.
S Rose 40, it doesn't cost anything. I just noticed it. Ha! Take that shit. Dragon Zord, says someone. Oh, the vote is going. It's going.
Dragon Sword.
Jay, what's your pick? Child's Play 3 or Hellraiser 3? Huh?
Man, I was just talking so much goodness for Child's Play 3, but dude, I got to pick Hellraiser 3, and I'll tell you why. It was the first time in Hellraiser that I remember where they really took an approach to it. They tried to make it like a Godzilla version of Pinhead taking on the city, and I kind of dug it. Like I kind of fucking liked it, and I did not like the fact again that Doug Bradley was playing himself, like the lieutenant from the World Wars, and she had to get them back together. And he's like, now he's pure evil. He's separated from me. I was like, oh fuck that. You're schizophrenic, motherfucker. That's your problem. Take a Xanax and call me in the morning. But at the same time, I do appreciate like when the war zone happens, like when they're on the streets, and there's no Necronomicon. Dude, it's fucking kind of cool. And they got the fucking guy that drills people like with his head, and then they got the CD, and then they got the and dude, I got the figurines. Like they got I didn't know that guy's name. His name's Barbie, the fucking the bartender that throws shit. Like it was pretty fucking cool, man. Like I gotta say, I like Child's Play 3. It's nostalgic for me though. I think is the more reason why I like it. Yeah. You saw Andy grown up, and he was dealing with a lot of things, and dealing with his past, and the little boy in that movie was great too. I just feel like it was more of it almost felt like an R-rated fucking Full House episode.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? And then Hellraiser 3 actually felt like a cinematic fucking you know what? It's a Michael Bay produced, but bitch, there's some great explosions.
Yeah.
Like the story's kind of weak, but it's still good.
I was the same way, man. Child's Play 3 never really did it for me. It has cool scenes in it. It's got some cool stuff in it. It's got the dude from People Under the Stairs. It's got a lot of cool stuff in Child's Play 3. The setting's neat, and I just felt like they wasted it. And the ending is just boring. And then like they go through all this stuff with the war games, and they waste so much time on this plot. And it's just like Chucky seems to get lost in it for a while. Hellraiser 3, I love the fact that he's dealing with that fucking rock star dickhead guy, you know?
Yeah.
And they've got that fucking post where he brings the girls up. I don't know. That
I love
scene was
that.
just
That's
cool,
badass, dude.
Yeah, I thought Pinhead was great in that scene. Doug Bradley was, and I actually like Hellraiser 3 probably better than the second one for me.
Yeah, because Hellraiser 2 was trying to keep in line with Hellraiser 1, but trying to go their own way. I think they were trying to become what Hellraiser 3 did with the big giant production sets, and they couldn't really manage it. But Hellraiser 3 said, "Fuck it, we'll just do it." Yeah. And then that also you get the cool thing where he takes on the priest, and she's like, goes, "Child, there are no demons. That's just a figure of speech." She's like, "Then what the fuck is that?" And he walks in and he's like, "Happy are they who come to my supper." Like, I thought that was fucking badass. Yeah. And then the douchebag guy at the very beginning that looks like he could have been part of O-Town.
Yeah.
But
or in excess.
Yeah, the Pillar of Souls, and he comes out there, he's like, "You enjoyed her flesh, as did I." I fucking loved it, dude. It's so cool. And then he ripped her fucking flesh off, and like, oh my god, so good.
Yeah, I dig it more, dude, because just because, and that dude did look like, you remember that show Rockstar or whatever that was on TV? It was like an American Idol version show, but it was rock music, and you had that one dude who was like, "It'll be you and me up in the trees," and they're trying to figure out who's going to be the new NXS lead singer. That show was dope. I love that show. But that dude looked like he could have won that thing. All right, so the voting has stopped, by the way. We're gonna let them count it up real quick. Let them count it up. Get it in.
That dude also looks like the first guy that ever like said, "Hey, try these Marlboro Reds. You'll be cool." Drive him out Camaro with me.
Reds. And he totally had a bead necklace, like a metal bead necklace.
David Mossy says JP Monroe. JP. Yeah, that's who it was. JP Monroe. And that fucking name sounds like a douchebag that you would never hang out in high school, but he owns his own nightclub and he has a Camaro. And he's like, "Hey, you want some cigarettes? Try them out. Here's some free beer." Start down the dark path, and forever will it dominate your destiny.
Hey, hang on, where'd that? Thank you, Jamie. Said Josh had a super chat. There's another one too. Lit Bob, thank you, man. Says I literally can't choose on this one. Too much love. That's awesome, man. I mean, they both have like good things about them.
They're good.
Let me go find Josh's that I missed. Lit Bob also said the Hellraiser Child's Play films get no better from here on, but I love them. Actually, Hellraiser Inferno's got something to say about that. I
love Hellraiser Inferno, dude, for real.
But yeah.
All right, option. Okay. Cordy has come down from the mountaintops with the lightning strikes, with the falcon kicks, and we're ready to go. He's learned many things with him and Vanessa. Option 1 has 67.
Oh, goddamn, man.
Option 2, 35.
Oh, God!
I know.
What the fuck?
I know. I'm not commenting anymore.
Oh, man.
I'm just gonna sit here mean faced.
Child's Play is sweeping this bitch.
It is fucking killing. Like, motherfucker hired a fucking janitor to come in with a broomstick and it's whooping ass.
Oh, it hurts.
Like, yeah. Oh my god, what's happening?
A Shadow Skibbles says, I was held down and forced to watch Child's Play by my brothers when I was a tiny child, so it's a no for me, dog. Yeah, when someone holds you down physically and makes you watch a movie, you're not going to have a good time with it. Especially when it's about a possessed doll. Jamie Wright says, you guys should do another... Oh, I already read that. I must have missed Josh's... Fuck. Josh, I missed it, like it skipped by. Because I know... Jamie said there was one, but I don't see it anywhere. So just type it in all caps, man. I'll try to catch it. I'll keep my eye on it. Sorry about that.
Brandon Berry says, I smell a sweep. I smell bullshit.
It's not. No, there's no way it sweeps because of one movie.
I don't know, man. We've never had a full sweep on this show. Never.
What's up, Brody?
Not yet, but I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but damn, people love their fucking Chucky.
Man, yeah.
Hey, where were you all? Where were you when Cabbage Patch Doll dies? Where were you where Garbage Pail Kids didn't get put on the air again? No, I'm kidding.
Dude,
I get it.
I think there's no way in hell. There's one particular matchup on here that if Chucky wins it, I swear to God, I will eat my sock. I won't.
You'll have a vaginoplasty?
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds horrifying. I don't know what that means.
I only learned that from that fucking the skit I live in.
Oh, yeah.
They give her a vaginoplasty.
That makes sense. Oh, God. Just you saying it makes me feel weird inside.
It's so nasty. Yeah.
Okay. So the next vote we have is going to be Bride of Chucky versus Hellraiser Bloodline.
Okay.
Listen, I don't know. I think Bride of Chucky's going to win based on pure popular vote, but we'll see. Simone Moore says, Jay, don't worry, Child's Play goes downhill after Bride of Chucky.
You know what? I'm not worried.
It does.
I'm not worried, Simone. I'm nervous. At this point, I've got a little swamp ass going on because it's like I put $100 at the Vegas for fucking Hellraiser, and I'm losing my ass off. It's like when you borrowed $100 for your friend and you're playing slots. He's like, "How much you win, bro?" You said that machine was gonna put out. It's not doing shit. Like, hey, bro, just give me a Sizzling Sevens is coming up. Sizzling Sevens is gonna happen. Triple diamond.
Oh, Josh Weaver said, that was the thing he said. I said, good God, someone asked the question. It wasn't me tonight. Yeah, if you guys were in the Patreon stream the other night, Josh asked everybody what he was drinking that night, and I verbally lashed on everyone because I was like, that is my goddamn job. That's what I do. That's what I do. That was fun,
Courtney says he is ready, by the way.
Okay. Drew Clayton says, don't shed tears. It's a waste of good suffering.
I love that. I love it. I love it because, okay, that's a good question. What's more quotable, Child's Play or Hellraiser? So I'm just putting that out there for people to look at. What's more quotable?
That's true.
But anyway.
That's true. All right.
So they're ready.
They're ready to go. All right. So that's okay if you misquoted it, Drew. I didn't even fucking notice when I said it. All right. You're gonna when Jay says
Kaminayeha!
When Jay says Kaminayeha, and not until then, you're going to vote number 1 for Bride of Chucky. And you're going to vote number 2 for Hellraiser Bloodline. Are you ready?
Kaminayeha!
Vote!
I like Sean Davis. Sean says, I fight for me. I fight for me. I don't care about your franchises. I fight for me.
Yeah, vote number 1 for Bride of Chucky, number 2 for Hellraiser.
All right, well, you know what? It's no surprise here for me. Look, I get the appeal of Bride of Chucky. I understand why people like it. I get it. It introduced a very sexy, slutty version of Jennifer Tilly, but she is very, you gotta give it to her. I saw her in Bound. Forget about it. It's over. In Bound, oh my God. But either way, I like Bloodline. It was the last theatrically released movie for Hellraiser that I ever saw. I didn't go to the theater and see it. And yeah, I get the science, the space and shit. It's kind of like fucking, it's out there or whatever. But I love the idea that it goes back to the beginning of the box. It shows how the toy maker made it, the deal that was struck. Angelique shows up, the Princess of Hell. I like all that stuff. And then you see Pinhead trying to regain control and open up the box forever with the new toy maker in the future, because it had a mix of like classic Hellraiser weird nasty shit in it, and then it had like Event Horizon level shit, which I enjoyed. I thought it was like he's like, welcome to Oblivion. He's like, oh man, I love that shit, dude. It was fucking, because Pinhead knew he was fucked, and like when you know you're fucked in a video game or whatever, you could rage quit or something like that. You're like, fuck it. Like, my shoelaces were untied. That's why I lost the basketball game.
But he took
Hellraiser. Pinhead he embraced it. He was like, "Oh man, I loved it." I don't know. I loved it.
All right, stop voting, guys. It looks like the votes are all in. I actually take Bride of Chucky in this one for me personally. And that's because the first half of the movie, really entertaining. Jennifer Tilly, so hot, want to touch the honey. Aru, aru.
Yeah.
I love it. And then the soundtrack's fun, and there's some really fun shit in the beginning of that movie. The second half of the movie gets so fucking stupid, I can't even keep up with it. I think it's a horrible film overall. But Bloodline just bored me to tears. I did like the end of it. Adam Scott's in that film, which is kind of
he was
weird.
I liked it.
Well,
I guess I just like the idea that it was kind of slow. Like they showcased Pinhead more, which I did like, and I also like the creation of the twin security guards.
Yeah.
He's like, I heal your tears, don't separate me from my brother. And then he's like, I promise you that will. And then it was like, pain, how dare you speak that word to me? And I loved it. Oh my God! And then like his fucking breath, like you start seeing it, like he took like icebreakers in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And like a little mist of cold is coming out. Oh man. Anyway, but yeah, Bride of Chucky is a very rock and roll kind of horror movie, so I get why it's popular.
Gary said, "Oh my God, I want to see Mike and Jay debate who's hotter, Jennifer Tilly or Katherine Heigl." Because you remember that live stream we did?
We already did that.
I know. Much. We went on and on and on, and we got in a huge fight about Jay thought Katherine Heigl was hotter than Jennifer Tilly.
I forgot about that until I saw the video again. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, Jarvis re-edited that shit. Don't get me started. Just don't get me started.
I'm not gonna go back into that because we're all gonna have opinions that like assholes. Everybody walks around with one. So
I come in peace.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again.
I come in total peace. Travis Gray, I hope you're safe too, man. It's a crazy world we're living in. We're good though. We are good, having a good time here on a Friday night.
Ricardo Diaz says, "I hate part 4 so much."
God, yeah. This is the next one is the one that to me, if Hellraiser doesn't win the next one, oh my God.
Yeah, well, it's not because we're getting fucked right here, right now. So
Ronnie Den says, "Not fair. Almost all Chucky films made money at box office, and almost all had higher budgets than Hellraiser."
Yeah, I could say that's true.
Yeah,
it's probably true. You look, man. I really look. If you're gonna put Chucky against Pinhead, I really did that Pinhead was gonna have the upper hand, but I didn't think about that. Like that's true in the box office world. Child's Play had a lot more things, a lot more production value as far as studio involvement and making sure the best product was seen. Hellraiser, you're talking about like a weird kind of like, it was like an underground indie kind of movie almost. You know what I mean? Like it didn't really have a lot of people like talking about it until after they're like, did you see this shit? These motherfuckers dress in leather like they're in like late 80s, like fucking LA, and they take you to a club and they fuck the shit out you, but they rip your eyeballs out. You're like, I gotta see that movie though.
Ronnie Dent says, "Do Chucky versus Leprechaun." Ronnie, I'll tell you, man. When I sat down today and I was trying to find a really good franchise fight, and I was like, I worked hard on it. I had a bunch of ideas and nothing was panning out, and I kept going back to Child's Play versus Hellraiser. I thought about Child's Play versus Leprechaun because several people have mentioned that before. But dude, there's no way in fuck Leprechaun would have a chance in hell against Child's Play.
I would have a hard time doing that because I don't even remember much of Leprechaun movies.
I remember him from the Man vs. Movie that I did, but still, yeah, dude. Like after the first movie, like I just don't think Leprechaun has a chance in any of the. I just think it would be a blowout. You know.
All right, we got the results in, and I love fucking Courtney's got a gif. He says, "I'm gonna clock ya." Showing Chucky. All right. This is a big old butt fuck when you're not ready for it. Dropping the soap in the shower in jail. Option 1 has a 66. Yeah. And option 2 has a 28.
Oh, wow. Right in line with the other one.
This is fucking bullshit.
Who'd have thought Bride of Chucky in a face-off would fucking blow anything out? Wow.
Did I get a goddamn... Can we get a fucking Hellraiser victory in something? Can you just say he looks cool? Like, just God.
This next one, man. This is Hellraiser's chance, man. This is the Lakers are up 3-0 on a team, and
LeBron. Fucking rigged. The motherfucking ref is controlled by the mafia.
LeBron's out for Game 4. Anthony Davis is out for Game 4. There's no way in fuckle shits that Chucky should win this next vote.
You know what? I feel like we're in fucking goddamn blood sport. And Chung Lee just threw the goddamn powder in Van Damme's eyes, and he can't see. He's got to remember where he came from. You got to remember. Van Damme, calm down. Think about it. Kumite. It's all for Yoshidoshi. Yeah, Vanessa says, if he dies, he dies. You're killing him. You're goddamn killing him.
Don't damn down.
It's like Lewis Scott. He's like, throw in the damn towel.
Ricardo Diaz says, Chucky is cheating. He swept the leg.
He did sweep the leg. Yeah, it's like the coach for fucking like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. He's like, sweep the leg. He's like, Sensei? It's like, did I stutter? I hope Pinhead comes back with a fucking crane kick.
Fucking Steven Seagal's gonna kick in the door after this is over, and he sees the results. He's gonna be like, anybody seen Richie?
By the way, I meant to tell you this. I don't know if I told you this or not, but you remember John Carpenter's Vampire, one of the best versions of a vampire movie ever, with James Woods. Mm-hmm. Do you know that? Okay, so the main bad guy, the main vampire in that. Do you know who that fucking was, dude? That guy was the asshole guy in Karate Kid Part 3. The guy that owned the studios and shit.
Yeah.
That was that guy.
Not surprised.
I was like, you have not changed at all since he whooped your ass, Mr. Miyagi.
Latrell says the hate for Chucky is real. I mean, we don't hate Chucky. We just don't think he's that great.
Hey, it's not, because it's going to get, people are going to be like, these motherfuckers hate like little dolls that run around with red hair and like have a knife. It's not true. Like, we can appreciate it, but it's like,
This next one, man. Look, well, I'll let you guys start to vote before I start to talk.
Yeah, he's ready. Courtney's ready, by the way.
All right, and Vanessa, let us know when you're ready. I just think if you've seen Hellraiser Inferno, like if you've watched that movie, directed by Scott Derrickson, the guy who did Sinister, the guy who did Doctor Strange, which I don't fucking like Doctor Strange at all, but still.
Oh.
Early in his career, Hellraiser Inferno, one of the best. I would argue maybe the second best fucking Hellraiser movie of all the Hellraiser movies.
I loved it. Loved it.
And then you got Seed of Chucky, which is the worst goddamn Chucky film. And I didn't do this on purpose. They just landed here. All right, man.
So, put that seed back in the fucking goddamn pumpkin patch, you nasty bitch. I don't want to know about you fucking and having babies.
I'll give you guys... Oh, Vanessa's ready. So when I say, poopa caca ha ha, that's when you're going to vote. And you're going to vote number 1 for Seed of Chucky. And you're going to vote number 2 for Hellraiser Inferno. Ready? Begin voting. Vote number 1 for Seed of Chucky and vote number 2 for Hellraiser Inferno.
I think it's Inferno hands down for me. Like without a doubt. Easy. I remember renting that movie. I know it was a direct-to-video release, and I kind of had a weird fascination with Pinhead at the time because he scared the fuck out of me. He was so nasty, and like I said, you had to have oatmeal baths and like wash yourself and olive oil and like have a fucking cross above you and like have candles lit. But it was still a fascinating character to me. And so when Inferno came out and I rented that, I was like, it's probably not going to be good. But I still wanted to see it. It was on tape. I remember with VHS tape, and I watched it. I think I let you borrow it, or you watched it with me. I don't remember. But I watched it. It fucking scared me, dude. It was the first time that they focused on the story of one guy, one detective, and his story about being a corrupt cop.
Bones,
and just,
by the way.
Yeah, and just going. And I always thought that motherfucker came from Buffy, but I guess, whatever. But
no, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Well, I don't know where he was from, but it had one focus. It had a story like of a human committing atrocious crimes, not spending time with his family, was a corrupt cop, didn't care, took shortcuts, and the entire movie is his hell. And that's as the viewer, you're on the journey with him, and there's no happy ending. Like it's just like one story of the collections of stories that Hellraiser has or Pinhead has, and instead of them focusing on a big giant cinematic, experience. They were like, hey, let's just take this to the one guy. And that shit fucking scared me, dude. It fucked with me for a while.
Dude, it was very Max Payne-ish, too. It was a better Max Payne movie than the Mark Wahlberg fucking movie we got. That's for sure. He had the leather jacket and everything, man. But yeah, this huge piece of shit. It was an easy to follow story. It was dark. It was twisted. It was fucked up. It had a nice detective story going on, but it also had the best elements of a Hellraiser movie, and it was really accessible and easy to watch. Guys, if you've not seen Hellraiser Inferno, go back and watch that shit. When those twins get inside of his skin and they're like,
you know what?
It's so hard to watch.
I kind of got turned on. It's like
not when they reach inside of his tits, dude.
No, until that happened. But I was like, I'm kind of into it. Like, you have weird faces, but it's been a dark night. Like, I've not been able to land anything, and you are the only ones, and you're twins. Oh,
dude,
yeah,
that's
the Wire
like when
twins.
she bites it.
They were called the Wire twins, dude. Oh, nasty. And then you had the Chatterer thing with just the fucking upper torso walking up the steps. It was just fucking weird.
Yeah.
And he was like, and then you had the guy. Was it William Forsythe? Was the priest?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
I think it was William Forsythe. I'm pretty sure. Like, he was like, because he was like the one that was like, you even misunderstood me when I told you to go back home. I meant your first home. I think it was William Forsythe. That was the priest.
Let me look it up real quick.
By the way, Vinny's. I don't know. You hear Vinny? I don't know. He says Uncle Keith from One Tree Hill. He was the cop in Inferno. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't see anything for William Forsythe in Inferno.
Maybe it wasn't William Forsythe. He just looked like him.
But still, yeah, man. Okay, and everybody stop voting. I don't know if I put that on there or not. Yeah, stop voting. I think we got the vote in. The chat's going crazy right now.
You're right. It wasn't. Yeah. I don't. I think he played Raiden in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
I don't know what the fuck's going on with the chat, but it's going back through like every single fucking.
Guys, I'm sorry. If you guys look at him though, James Remar. It was James Remar. But the guy that played, he was in Annihilation, that was Raiden. But he looks just like William Forsythe.
Oh, okay, there it is. That's what was going on. While they count these up, let me get these super chats here real quick. Dante H, thanks, man, says, hi, guys. Even though I'm late, sorry. I'm still having a great time, and I love watching you guys' videos and streams. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much, man. Really appreciate that. We're having a great fucking time, too. I love Friday nights. Later, I'm gonna get naked and rub myself in peanut butter.
Ew.
And
Can
I'm
I
not.
watch?
No one's gonna lick it off. I just want to sleep in it. Brian Nash
I'm gonna have one of those like fucking cameras that take it where the picture comes out like immediately. Those Polaroids.
360 it, so you can get around to my ass too, covered in peanut butter. Brian Nash says Hellraiser vs. Jeepers Creepers. I get what you're saying, but there's so many more Hellraisers films than there are Jeepers Creepers. It'd be impossible to match them up. It's the dichotomy with a lot of these. It's really hard to pick good ones. But
I think really what we could do is like all the winners that we've accumulated, like we could put them in a poll, and then we could eventually start having them face off against each other, and then you would have like the ultimate champion or something.
Yeah, there's we're gonna have to veer into another direction with this. Maybe do like a tournament type thing, like you mentioned, or something.
Yeah.
But Marco V. Villatoro says the plot twist for Inferno was badass. You didn't see it coming. Thank you.
Yes, dude, for real. When you first saw that shit, oh my god, I don't want to spoil it because you know what? I don't think a lot of people have seen it.
I don't think
I'm not saying, because I feel like it's one of those movies that you would just pass over immediately and you'd be like, oh, it's the 5th movie. It's not even released on theater. Fuck it.
Yeah.
But it's worth it, man.
Yeah, if you want to watch it, we also did a commentary for it that's on our podcast. So if you want to go to the podcast, you want somebody to watch it with tonight after the stream's over, we'll watch Hellraiser Inferno with you.
Stop that. Van Thompson says Karate Kid versus Back to the Future. That's just too hard. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
That makes me feel strange in my balls. Ricardo Diaz says, if Seed wins, I'm getting my They Live glasses to figure out what's really going on.
Yeah, it's like, it's a consume, bitch.
What's up, Troy?
Courtney, I love Courtney's gift. He's got Pinhead going, like he's like, finally. Option 1 has 28. And option 2, 69.
Yeah, 69,
69
dudes!
dudes!
Finally, Hellraiser gets one. Thank you.
And
All is right. All is right.
That is crazy good.
You guys aren't just trolling it. What was it? What was the score again?
Option 1 had 28. Option 2, 69. I feel like Courtney, like the green flame that Rita was like trying to burn away the Green Ranger's power. Like he finally realized that he's got the power in himself, and he became the White Ranger and came down in Zordon, and he just saved her ass with the Tiger Sword. I love it.
Oh man, Jesus Christ!
I know.
What's up,
I know
Chris?
he didn't do it. You guys are like you guys voted that, but I feel happy.
Yeah.
At least we got one.
We got one. He gonna do one. All right. Lightning speed. We'll go right back into the next one. Then we'll take a quick pee break after that one. That'll get us a little good spot to get in there real quick. So the next one is gonna be. Fuck me. What is the next one? So there's
you doing the 5th one or 6th one?
Well, hang on though, because there's 2 more Hellraiser films than there is Chucky films. So what I did was when I made the matchups, I took the 2 lowest rated on IMDb Hellraiser films and I struck them from the record to make it fair. So I took out
shit. I told you said Hellworld.
Yeah, I took out Hellworld because it was lowest rated. It was like a 4.6.
Terrible movie.
And then I took out Revelations because it was a 2.7 on IMDb.
It should have been a negative 2.7.
Yeah. So the next one though is going to be Curse of Chucky versus Hellraiser Hellseeker. Very interesting.
I got mine. I got mine though.
Very interesting.
I got
Let me put this in real quick. Curse
Hellseeker.
Okay, so if everybody's ready, Jay, you make up the call sign for this one.
No, I think I made up the last one.
Oh, did you? Okay. You're going to vote number 1 for Curse of Chucky, and you're going to vote number 2 for Hellraiser Hellseeker. And the call sign is going to be, "Don't debate me, girl!" So when I say, "Don't debate me, girl," you're going to vote. I
guess there's no point in voting.
Probably. You're going to vote number 1 for the Curse of Chucky, and number 2 for Hellraiser Hairseeker. Are you? This is when you're in quarantine and you need a haircut.
Yeah, that's true.
Hairseeker. Ready? Don't debate with me, girl. Vote right now. Vote number 1 for the Curse of Chucky. Vote number 2 for Hellraiser Hellseeker. What's your vote?
I just got Courtney say he was ready.
Oh yeah, I didn't even wait. Sorry guys. I hope.
Yeah,
you're ready.
I'm sorry, man. Okay, so for me, first off, in Hellseeker, I got to give it to it because they bring back Kirsty, right? They bring back Kirsty. And she gets her revenge technically, but I like the fact that her character has changed so much since the first 2, because she actually embraces the idea of using Pinhead as a weapon to get her ultimate revenge against a shitty fucking husband. And the guy is fucking Mayhem. He's fucking Mayhem. That's her fucking husband. And dude, like, it's not got as memorable of lines to me, but I feel like, again, I think that they learned something with Inferno, and they wanted to do a singular story. They wanted to wrap up Kirsty's story, and I appreciate that. And I think they did a pretty goddamn bang up fucking job with what they did. The other Child's Play, what I feel like they had done is they realized that in Bride of Chucky, that he's more of a comedic, relatable character, much like they did with Freddy Krueger, and I get why. But Freddy Krueger still had, like, I feel like the overall idea of Freddy Krueger was still just more interesting of a character overall than Chucky. Like, you know what I mean? Chucky was just, he's a goddamn voodoo doll running around with two little stubby legs, red hair, a knife, and he wants to get a new body. And then he fucks another doll, and then there's a baby. What the fuck you talking about? I think you've gone cuckoo kakaka. But at least in Hellseeker, they were trying to give them, you're still getting a horror movie, and you're getting a good life lesson. Don't fuck around on your girl when she knows Pinhead. Like, just don't do it. Just don't do it.
Dude, for me, it's Curse of Chucky on this one, actually, because in Curse of I thought, like, when you look at the previous movie, Seed of Chucky, the worst of the franchise, Curse of Chucky brought it back in a big way. They decided we're going to take it seriously. You know, we're going to try our best to really make a film that actually, we're going to bring Chucky back to his roots. And they gave him a little bit of a different look. And yeah, it was kind of sheeny looking or whatever. But there were some fun moments in that film. There were some fun things they did. I love Fiona Dorff. She was amazing in that film. And I thought, yeah, they brought Kirsty back. But to me, Hellseeker's so fucking below the movie that came before it. Like, they fucking shot up the line with Inferno, and then they dove back down with Hellseeker. And I thought Curse of Chucky was the opposite. It went back up. So I don't love Curse of Chucky by any means, but that's my pick for that one. So stop voting.
I feel like Curse. I didn't hate it. I mean, it's a fun movie to watch or whatever, but I feel like it's no different to me than Freddy's Dead. Like, if you're not gonna take it seriously or whatever, and they're gonna put some cool rock music that is the thing to do right now.
They
like
tried
the
to take it
music.
seriously though. That was the first one they tried to take seriously.
But I'm saying, if you're gonna inject it with like what's popular, like punk songs and shit, and like showcase it as, you know, like a fucking Universal Studio ride, I get why it's popular. Like, I get why people love it, but I feel like what Hellseeker did wrong. Yeah, Inferno was like so different. It was so like outside of what they had tried before. But what they did with Hellseeker was that I think they shot up too much with it, or they tried to do a little bit, they expanded it a little bit more, but I still like the idea that they had one story. They weren't trying to make it like a fucking big giant story yet. Yeah. So I don't know. I remember Hellseeker is one of those movies that I never liked it at first, and then watching it again, I was like, I like it.
Curse did have a really nice lesbian kiss in it too.
It did. That's true. It did. You can't lie about that.
Thanks for that, Mizzy. I almost forgot about that one. That was a good moment there. It's a good moment there. And then you got the tie-ins to Andy too, which they bring back around the end. But
I did like that. That was cool. Yeah. But you know, if it's, to me, it's like Andy is there, but he's there at the very ending. At least Kirsty had a fucking movie with her. You know what I mean? She was the survivor in the first two Hellraiser movies, and they gave her like a lot of like leeway. Like, they gave her like a lot more.
But you don't think they kind of wasted bringing her back?
Not really, because she actually did what she like. I feel like it showed her as like the world had changed her. Like, she wasn't like the innocent little girl anymore. She'd actually grown up and a little bit more of a badass than she used to be. Fair
enough, senorita. Cole Edit says, absolute legends. Love you guys. Keep it coming. Cole Edits, you're a fucking legend. Your re-edit of Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, was a fucking legend. If you guys don't know about that, you should check it out. Thanks, Cole. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks. Hey, and by the way, Colt, I know your name's not Colt, but Colt was my favorite Three Ninja.
I like Rocky.
Rocky was cool, though. He loves Emily, but fuck it, whatever.
I love his name. Dante H, thanks, man, says, I think you guys should do a Jeepers Creepers commentary. You know, we've reviewed that, like, way back early in the channel when we sucked. I mean, when we sucked even worse than we suck now, which is hard to imagine.
We were, like, below mediocre, and now we're just mediocre.
Those would be fun commentaries to do, man. I'm really looking forward to the Nightmare on Elm Street commentaries soon, too. Nick Mundell says, Insidious series plus Conjuring 1 and 2 versus Paranormal Activity series. Decide the matchups, you sexy beasts. I like it, Nick. But the thing is that we just did the Conjuring series versus the Paranormal Activity series. So that would really be a retread, including Insidious. But I do love Insidious, and thank you. So we're just waiting on the counts now.
Yeah, I'm still waking. I'm still waking. I said waking bacon. I don't know. I was like, I'm still waking.
Making bacon pancakes.
Oh, man, everybody's... I got to get in this. Mizzy E, I saw this twice now. Nev Campbell and Denise Richards before the surgery, and that make out in the Wild Things. Oh my fuck, dude, get it fucking done.
I don't know.
Like that was jerk off material for like a year.
I don't know what
that was just.
I don't know what I don't know what they mean by the surgery, but
well, I don't either. But I mean, they were
scene.
hot as fuck back in the day, though.
And Cruel Intentions.
Yeah, but I would rather take the Nev Campbell, Denise Richards in the pool.
Yeah.
Like, and I love Kevin Bacon's fucking creepy pervert ass, like hanging out and watching, because he's supposed to be there on assignment. But that's Mike and I. I guarantee you, if we're a part of the police department, we're all there on assignment, we'd be like hanging out in the bushes, being like,
"You're there."
Damn, they got a nice fucking like heated pool. Them making out, and I'm sitting over here, zip. That's not my zipper.
But also, the dad and me would also be testing the alkaline levels of the pool, and I'd be like, "Oh man, these alkaline levels are perfect."
It was fucking. I swear to God, dude, like that shit. The first time I saw it, because I knew what Nev Campbell was doing. Nev Campbell was trying to get rid of her Party of Five image. She wanted to be like the Batgirl, and she did.
It's
fucking
bad.
God damn,
it's really
you know
bad.
Charlie Sheen invited them both back to do coke off his wiener after that, like guaranteed.
I hope not.
Option one. Okay, so Courtney's got the results.
Okay.
He's
Tell me.
Option one is dead. It's dead in the water. 76. Come on in 76 to option 2, which is 20.
Damn. I said, God damn. That's the 76 is the highest vote we've had today. That's the biggest.
That sounds like that's when I played soccer. That was what the other team's score was when I played. They had 76 and we had 20.
God damn. That's a rough and tumble situation.
But you know what? I was on a team called the Bombers. So what do you want? What do you want? But you know what sucked, dude? You know what sucked is after I quit, they fucking won. They won the championship. I was like, so it was me, bitch. I didn't know what to do. I was fucking hanging out in the midfield.
I did basketball and football well, but soccer and baseball, forget about it. Could never fucking. I sucked
soccer,
at
man.
it.
It was Cody did. My brother, Mike's best friend, he did pretty well. He was on a team called the Sharks. Like he actually liked it, but Cody liked kicking people and like fucking causing mayhem. Like he liked it. But dude, I got mad when people would kick, because dude, those little fuckers found a way with their cleats to go behind your shin guards to get right to the bone.
It hurts.
And I couldn't take it.
Yeah,
I couldn't take it.
I got hit in the face with a ball and got a concussion, and I was like, fuck soccer, this shit sucks. Marco V. Villatoro says the cool and nostalgic moment was when she peeled Chucky's face and you had the scars from the previous movie. That's cool. Fucking true, man. That is very fucking true. And then Latrell 316 or what the fuck? Says, says Curse was crazy good for the comeback of Scary Chucky. I agree for that point of it as well, man, for sure. Dylan Rackle with the Superman symbol. I like it. Thank you. Says, hey, Jay, how are those chairs you have?
No, you know, I was telling somebody earlier when you were on PP break.
Yeah. I'm going to go do
once your ass like gets
story.
molded into the fucking seat, it feels pretty good. It's not as bad as it was. It was pretty rough in the beginning, but just like any relationship, once it's broken in, not as good sex, but at least it's comfortable. So that's kind of where I am at, you know, it was kind of like, where are we at? You know, kind of rough and tumble sex. And then now it's kind of like, yeah, it feels good. So they're not bad. I like them. They got like massagers in them, but they don't really work that well, you know, which I didn't think they would. I didn't buy it for the massage reason. I thought they looked great, but then I didn't realize because I was stupid, probably because I was drunk, and I ordered it, and there was no goddamn fucking, there's no like cup holders in that bitch. And that kind of bummed me out. And then there's S-Racer on it. I don't know. It just feels like Richie Rich bought that shit. Like that'd be like a 14-year-old's fucking like cool ass theater seats. I don't like that. But whatever. Church says, hello, Church's dad. Thank you for raising a boy that goes to take me to church. Donut Destroyer 97. Thank you so much. He says, Jay, how would Dr. Loomis react to seeing Chucky? I guess the same way that I would react to seeing Chucky in real life. Like, well, you dang, you little cabbage patch bitch. What do you mean? You need a body? You need someone to help you. You come to me with your little hands, and in one you're holding a knife, and you're singing about voodoo gods. I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. God should have struck dead all dolls. You creepy little shithole. Get your ass back to the doll factory, you nasty shithead. Grass. You look like a McDonald's Happy Meal toy. Grown up. I don't know. Hi, Jen Peterson. By the way, I really want to point out, we love Courtney and we love Vinny and we love the fact that Vanessa helped us out as well. Mike and I are very stupid when it comes to counting, and these results would have been all of the. So Courtney, Vinny, C, and Vanessa, you guys are fucking awesome. Thank you guys so much for helping us out count and stuff like that. Because again, I suck at math, and I know that Mike does, and we are more than overwhelmed with how well you guys have performed. Because there's no fucking way. There's no goddamn way. Like count all the ones and count. I'd be like, what? Those look like 11s. Who's counting 11? You can't vote 11 times. So thank you guys so much. Love you guys. A Shadows, thank you so much. She says, you think Pinhead would get off on him losing like this? The pain it's bringing to some of us in the chat. Yeah, he probably would. He was like, the more I can't. I was doing Loomis as Pinhead. The more loss, the more we will seek you out. Yeah, probably he would. He probably loved the shit out of it. I mean, he would probably at that point say, would you like some electric boogaloo in your butthole? I'm going to add some extra stuff with my torture devices. Thank you so much. What was it? Okay, hold on. Guys, I got a little delay because I'm on my phone, but Gary Catlow says, Jay, if you had to, would you rather watch the Chucky movies again or Wrong Turn movies again? Oh my God, Gary, why you say that shit? Like God, that's like saying, would you rather eat cat poop or would you rather snort dog shit? I guess it's I would rather watch Chucky again. I mean, over the fucking. I'm never going into Wrong Turn again. Like, fucking no. The Wrong Turn was agreeing to do that. Because that was terrible. I lost 3% of my soul after that night was done. So I would never, ever do that again. Fuck that. Wrong Turn. Look, I know the first one, it's not there were some decent gems in there, but overall, no, I'm good. Thanks. Thanks, though. Thank you. Appreciate you bringing something that could destroy me, like the Wrong Turn series. But it was. Ricardo Diaz says, I feel like I opened the box and this is. Yeah. It's hell because Child's Play is winning? I guess so. I mean, if you're a huge Hellraiser fan, and by the way, clearly you can see on the back wall, a huge Hellraiser fan. It's not like I'm a little shocked, but then I didn't think about it clearly. I guess I was just stoned on my idea about how much I loved Hellraiser. I thought Hellraiser, it would be just the badassery of Pinhead would win out in the day. But then again, I didn't think about the fact that movies that came out with Child's Play, some of them were just better overall. And I get that because Mike and I talked about earlier, there was a lot more production value that went into those. And if you look at Hellraiser, the original one that came out in 87, 88, I can't remember which one. Could be wrong on the fucking year completely, but I know it was the late 80s. Clive Barker had never done a movie before. It was it was touch and go. They didn't really know how they were going to tell this story versus Child's Play, which it was a well-oiled machine. And Brad Dourif is a beast. Brad Dourif is fucking amazing. Travis Graham, sorry. Love you. I love you. Tropic Island Productions, Eating Dating Tip Shay. Yeah. Tip number 1, stay the fuck off Tinder because that shit will get deadly. Even Mike will disagree with me, but I swear to God, there's a lot of catfish and shit going on. I don't know. Just don't trust that shit. Look, girls have evolved to a being of what they are, that they can take pictures of themselves and make it look magical and like goddamn Disney World. They look amazing. And then you get there and they look like fucking Freddie Jackson. And you're like, what the fuck is this? And you said, it's like, bitch says she looked like Janet Jackson, got a car looking more like Freddie Jackson. It gets fucking what? So, I mean, I guess my advice would be go out, go to a bar, go to, if you like karaoke, go to a karaoke bar. That's always easy. Karaoke bars, I'm telling you right now, if you go to a karaoke bar, if you go there and you start singing songs or whatever, having fun, and then you do this thing when you see a girl at the bar, and you have to make sure like there's no like weird guys around that like hanging out with her like or boyfriends that she didn't tell you about. You go up to her and you do this thing where you like bump arms with her really quick. You're like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Oh, you're ordering. Okay. Are you gonna sing? Are you gonna sing? And she's like, I don't know. I'm maybe. I'd be like, well, what are you gonna sing? Like, I got some suggestions. Like, what kind of like music are you into? You just open the conversation. Then you be yourself.
Excuse me. Oh. All right, you gonna take
Nick
a pee?
and totally, I don't know. Yeah, I gotta go pee.
Okay.
There were, yeah, I got all the super chats by the way, so the super chats are good.
Very good, sir.
Yeah.
Very nice. Whew. I'll tell you what. You do not want to go in there. Woo! I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about. Vanessa's a catfish. That's what she said. I didn't mean to make that joke. She's just a catfish. That's what I said. Ronnie says, we lit. We are, sir. Mercurio80 says, how about Bad Boys versus Beverly Hills Cop? Ooh. Ew. You know what fucks me up about these franchise fights is I want to find a way to mix several franchises in. Like today I was looking at like Scream versus Evil Dead. But when you look at it, it just doesn't match up well. There's only a few movies. I would love to like combine Scream and Evil Dead versus like this or that. Or like do like a tournament bracket style. We're going to figure out something really cool with this as we get going. Like, I don't know what it is, man. But we're going to do it. I got all these ideas. Like a t-shirt with like a smiley face on it, man. I got these ideas. We're going to do something really fucking cool. We are. Lethal Weapon versus Die Hard's a really good one. Blu-ray addict, anti. Rambo versus Rocky, David Mays. That's a good one too. Want to mix the horror in with the action, but yeah, the action franchises seem to match up a little bit better for some reason than the horror movies do. Psycho versus Evil Dead. That's a good one, Sean Turner. Those almost match up really well as well. And then when we have ones that are short like that, like, when they only have like 3 or 4 movies, we can start to compare characters, like who's fucking better. Like, if you were doing buddy cop movies, I don't know, if you were doing Lethal Weapon and 48 Hours or something, you'd be like, okay, which character's better? Fucking, Riggs or Nick Nolte, which that's not one we would do, but you get the idea. You get what I'm saying. Brooks C says, you should definitely talk Jay into a tattoo, man. I'm trying, man. We had an idea for a little while when we finally hit 100K subscribers that he was going to get one, but it never materialized. I can't wait to get a fucking tattoo, dude. Like, I don't know what it is about quarantine, but I want to tattoo, like, all my shit right now. I just want to fucking put a tattoo on everything. I can't wait to get a tattoo when all this shit's done and over with. Nick Mundell says, I missed that one versus video. To redeem myself, Sleepaway Camp Trilogy versus Slumber Party Massacre Trilogy. Boom, mic drop. I haven't seen any of the Slumber Party Massacre movies, so I'll have to learn myself on that shit, and then we will get naked in a fucking hot tub together in the winter when it's snowing, because you can't feel it, but then when you get out, you'll get really cold and it'll be uncomfortable for all of us. Ronnie Din says, did you guys already do The Ring versus The Grudge? No, we did not. Those sequels are all just so fucking bad, man. All the sequels are bad in those movies. Mission Impossible versus Fast and the Furious. Mission Impossible every day of the fucking week. Fuck Fast and the Furious. Sorry, I know that's unpopular. I don't like those fucking movies. But that's it. I think as far as the chat goes, it would be a good one.
Hey, Mike.
What?
Listen to this, dude.
What happened?
Like, imagine this, dude. I found out I had a wiener, and it came out just right.
What?
No, listen to this, dude. Like, I know it would be a short video or whatever. Like, I know that it wouldn't make sense, like, to do a voting on it, but it would be fucking badass. I mean, I don't think how long, like, how long the video would be, but imagine this, dude. Spawn, like, terrible movie, but great idea, great concept by McFarlane. TV show is awesome. HBO. Spawn versus Pinhead. Who wins?
And a fisticuffs battle?
No, like, because Spawn's from hell, dude. Like, he's got hellish powers and shit.
Yeah.
Versus Pinhead.
That'd be a good movie if they made that a movie.
That'd be fucking amazing, dude. Because I got a Spawn poster in, the Michael J. White one, which, I mean, it's a shit movie. It could have been so much better. Michael J. White was perfect for that fucking role.
He was.
But he was perfect. But imagine that, dude. Like, Spawn, the Hell Spawn versus fucking Pinhead. God damn,
dude! Fuck the chat or fuck the versus thing. That would be a great, you know what I mean? That would be a great fucking movie,
dude. That would be amazing. I was looking at the Spawn poster and I was like, God, man, like imagine like having a like they had two versions, like the rated R version, and then they had the PG-13 where it's just his mask.
Yeah.
But imagine that mask, that poster's badass where you see half his face,
Yeah.
and then you see pinheads, and it was like the battle of hell begins.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
Celebrity Deathmatch. Hello. Buffalo Sapsky is requesting Slender Man if Chucky came into Subway.
Okay. Okay. How you doing, little fella? You come into Subway fellowship? You look like Ronald McDonald soon. Angry child you are. We don't have no chicken nuggets around here. What you want? What you want? You want some chicken teriyaki soup? You want oven roasted chicken soup? You want some turkey soup? Or you is angry, Chad. Why you holding that knife for? You know me will put you in your place if you come into me shop with Dave. So me will tell you this right now. So starters, me will give you this 6-inch stub. That's Veggie Delight, just for you, so that you can calm down a little bit. Alright? You are so cute. But not really. Me are just saying that because it's expected of me to say that. You a small child that is ugly. Your mother should be ashamed of you.
That's a great dude. That was
yeah. I feel like, I got to do this really quick before we end because Courtney did ask. I know we got one more match to go, but
couple.
Yeah, a couple. I thought we had one more.
No, we had three more.
What?
More. Yeah, 3 more to go.
I think it's time to cut early because it's already over. Courtney wanted me to do Pamela reacting to the PS5. And Courtney, I know why, because I've seen your shit on Facebook, I'm an Xbox fan too. Mike's an Xbox fan. I think Courtney is too, and I think you're trolling PS5 people. But all right.
Pamela Voorhees talking about the PlayStation 5. Everybody.
Yeah, PlayStation 5. All right.
I couldn't take it.
No. Jason, mother doesn't have enough coupon savings for it, Jason. Look at it, Jason. It looks like a cream between, Jason. Good God, it looks like your father's penis coming in, trying to impregnate me. I can't take it, Jason. PlayStation stands for penis stupid, Jason. I don't want this in my life. Don't bring it to me ever again. Kill for me, Jason, but don't ask for the PlayStation 5, Jason. It smells like feet. And it's terrible. I don't know. I don't know.
I hope I didn't miss that. I can't afford it, Jason.
Fan, yeah, if you're a PlayStation fan, no, it's a joke. All right, because dude, I don't want to get pulled in. That shit is worse than politics, dude. To get pulled in between Xbox and PlayStation fucking owners, that motherfucker will set off a fucking world war. That shit is like on the verge of nuclear holocaust.
I own an Xbox, but I wish I had a PlayStation. I want to play Last of Us and Spider-Man.
I got the PS4 when it first launched. I bought it. Then I switched to an Xbox because I missed Halo. And then I wanted a PS again because Final Fantasy VII, the remake came out on it. The Spider-Man game looked awesome. But then I was like, I'll just get the Xbox Series X because I want a powerful machine. But I get it. Like the PS5, I didn't even care about the way it looked necessarily. It does look kind of weird, but the Xbox Series X is going to be a tower too.
Yeah.
But
I think fucking as long as it's not $1,000 or $800. But all right, you were right. It's not even a close matchup right now. Chucky's fucking blowing it away so much, so we can actually limit this down to 2 more. The next one, it would have been Call to Chucky versus Hellraiser Deader, and dude, Call to Chucky would have destroyed it. So This one is actually very interesting to me. I think it's the Child's Play remake versus Hellraiser Judgment. Which, if you guys remember, Hellraiser Judgment's the most recent Hellraiser to come out. I thought it was pretty fucking good.
It was really good.
But I also like Child's Play. But you're going to vote number 1 for the remake, Child's Play remake, 2019. And then you're going to vote number 2 for Hellraiser Judgment. I still think Child's Play will probably win this, but it's more interesting to me than the other one.
By the way, before we get ready, we might have missed it. I guess so. Courtney says he thought there was another super chat asking for Pamela Voorhees' performance. Sean's request, I think. I'm not sure. I guess we might have missed it.
Going through here. Well, let's go ahead. Let's do this next one, and I'll scroll here and find it if it's there.
All right, Courtney. When you're ready, man. Yeah, you and Vanessa will pound through it.
What be the call sign, sir?
Oh, the call sign is finish him.
All right, so when Jay says finish him, you're going to vote number 1 for the Child's Play remake. You're going to vote number 2 for Hellraiser Judgment. That's the most recent one to come out. When you're ready, Jay.
Finish him.
All right, vote now, everybody. Number 1 for the Child's Play remake. Number 2 for Hellraiser Judgment. Which one do you pick, Jay?
That's you know what? I feel like I should still like vote down the ticket. I've already come this far with my fucking party. I might as well just keep going. But I think Judgment was really good. I love the reinvention of the character. I think that they cast a really good Pinhead. I think the story was pretty dope. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But the Child's Play remake, dude, I gotta say, it looked a lot better than it was advertised, and I had a really good time watching that fucking flick. When I went and see it in theaters, I was like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. And it actually was one of those movies that I walked out thinking like, God damn, they changed my mind. Oh my God, I might become a vegetarian. Then I came to my senses.
Yeah.
But I thought it was great. I think it's better. I think that the Child's Play remake is obvious. I think it's better.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, Brad Dourif and company coming back to do the Child's Play remake would have been cool. I would have loved to have seen that. But you and I were really bitching against it for a while.
Yeah.
But they delivered it, man. They delivered the goods. They had the meats. They were Arby's. They had the meats
for sandwiches.
Dude, I love that about horror movies. I love that about any movie. When you don't think it's going to be good and you have no expectation, and you walk in, you're like, fucking, I am blown away. My dick is hard. I didn't think that was going to happen except for porn, and it happened.
I give it to Child's Play as well because Child's Play was really entertaining. Same thing you said. I did not think it was going to be good at all. I thought it was going to suck shit. I thought the design sucked. I thought it was shitty what they were doing to Don Mancini. I railed against that movie, but when it came out, it was actually fun. Aubrey Plaza, it was entertaining as shit to watch. And I liked Hellraiser Judgment as well, though. I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was really dark. It was real fucked up. And I thought, really I give those guys all the credit in the world, man, because Dimension gave them the same fucking tools that they gave them to make Hellraiser Revelations. They just wanted them to keep the fucking, they wanted them to keep the rights, and they wanted to slock out some shit and ask horror fans to fucking pay for it. But Tunnicliffe, the guys who made that movie, man, they put their heart and soul into it, and they made a really good fucking Hellraiser movie. One of the better Hellraiser movies with Hellraiser Judgment. So I respect that movie. I love it. They just didn't have the tools to make it as special as it could have been. Good movie. Child's Play takes it a little bit for me, just pure entertainment and shock value as good as it ended up being. So for me, it's Child's Play.
And also, Aubrey Plaza is like a fucking, like, she's so incredibly talented, and she's hot as fuck too, by the way. She's got that weird thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But nonetheless, I feel like I just walked into a Rocky tribute club. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's absolutely true. She was great, and I loved her as a mom. She showed like her performance as an actress too. Like she could do that role.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it with somebody. And it was my girlfriend, but she was like, I just don't buy her as a mom. I'm like, well, you're stupid. I was like, she's great as a mother figure. She was really good. She was a young mother that was caught up in a situation that was crazy. And I love, and the idea of it being a mechanical doll or whatever. At first I was like, nah, that's not going to work. Nah, I'm good, dog. I'm good. Like, it's like a fucking Kinect come to life. I'm good.
Yeah.
But they ran with it, and they did a really fucking, and I felt bad for Chucky. That was the first time in my life that I felt fucking bad for him.
Yeah.
It was like a Teddy Ruxpin that nobody loved.
Yeah.
But in Judgment, it was good. But you know what the problem with that movie was? I think that Judgment, you knew, you felt it, like just maybe production, that it was a straight to video.
Yeah, even though they tried their best and they did the best they could with it. But yeah, stop voting, guys. Let's get to some of these super chats as we were talking about before. Anything that we missed. Let's see here. Marco V. Villator says, Mike, did you see Netflix is going to have a series for The Grudge talking about the origin story? I did see that, and I can't wait to make Jay fucking watch it because he hates that
I won't
shit.
do it.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Won't do it.
It's going to be awesome.
I won't do it.
Thanks, Kibbles. Appreciate that. And then, let's see. Marco V. Villator says, Mike and Jay, are you guys planning on watching and making a reaction to the fan film for Charles? What are your takes on it? Dude, we did a reaction to the trailer, and we met those guys at Scarefest, and we hung out with them in their booth and took some pictures and chilled for a little bit. Really nice fucking guys, man. Cool dudes.
Amazing.
And, man, those trailers look dope as shit. We will absolutely be doing something for that when it comes out.
I remember that first one we watched, dude. That like, you know what? And I love their take on it because they actually did a really, really good job, at least to me, as far as like how they took Chucky. And I know that people like saying like, make Chucky scary again. They did it the way I think it should be done, almost like a Conjuring type of fucking style movie, like where he's like hidden in the shadow.
Yeah.
By the way, Cordy says Vinny C and Vanessa are playing a best out of 3 Street Fighter 2 on SNES to determine who's counting going forward. Hadouken! Whoever uses Ryu, it's over. It's over. I love Ryu.
Intel Wild says, hey guys, off topic, what is your weekly schedule on YouTube doing shows? I'm off next week and want to be prepared. It's a great question, man. I'm glad you actually asked it because it's pretty fucking interesting what we got coming up. Some cool shit. Really cool shit. So, what we filmed already, we already have filmed a script review for Ash versus Jason versus Freddy. We did a script recap for that, so look out for that to come next week. We're gonna be getting together to film again this week. We did another unboxing. Look forward to that coming out next week as well. We've got live streams. Obviously, we'll be back next Friday. We talked about it before. It's gonna be Schwarzenegger versus Stallone. That's gonna be a banger.
There's gonna be like blood in the streets.
Yeah,
there's gonna be blood in the fucking streets.
Blood on the walks. Blood.
I can't wait.
Everybody's
gonna be playing. They're gonna play War Machine by Kiss.
If you want blood,
I'm a war machine.
You got it. Yeah, all that shit's coming next week as well. And also, we filmed some Patreon Loomis Myers messages, so I'm sure some of those will make their way to the channel. I got to get with Jay on his schedule and whatever.
I don't have a job, so I'm good. At this point, I'm fine. So, I'm out of a job right now.
Hopefully, we'll get a Halloween Kills trailer next week, and we'll do something with that. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, ton of good shit coming next week. Don't worry. It's going to be all up in you.
Okay, so by the way, someone did point out what Sean. I saw the super chat. I can't see it though. I've got the results. I can't see it, but Sean's request, and I'll do it. I promise. Hold on. It was right here. Thank you.
Asking for Jason for a reboot.
Yeah, A Shadows. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll get to that. Okay, so results. What?
JT Custom says, does Mike's front hair look purple or gray?
I can't. I can see blue.
You can't see it because my kid dyed her hair purple today, and then I dyed a piece of mine purple too, but you can't see it because it's dark.
Oh.
But yeah, I look like a fucking Joker.
You like it?
I look like a Joker ripoff. I mean, obviously it's not as bright as it should be, but yeah, you can see it's a little bit purple in there now. I'm just living my best goth life.
I'm waiting on you to go to the camera like, you don't want no beef? You don't know beef? You don't know beef?
No beef.
Okay, so Cordy has got the results here. Cordy says, option 1 has 62.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's over.
Yeah, that's already done.
That's fucking over.
Yeah, that's like when you find out, like, a new teacher came in and she hated you from 3rd grade and she's your, 10th grade teacher. You're like, it's over. I'm going to have to transfer out. Option 2 has 25.
Wow, damn.
So,
Child's Play is
that in the water.
Ruining. So, dude, that leaves us with only one. There could be only one.
And Vinny, by the way, Vinny C says, who doesn't love Ryu? Who doesn't love Ryu? I mean, you gonna go with Ken, the most basic fucking name ever? Like, I know people love Ken, but it's Ken. It's like if you get stuck picking Ken in a Street Fighter game, you're like, fuck me. Like, I was gonna be Ryu, you motherfucker, because he turns into a demon when you get him pissed off. I'll be Ken.
All right,
Listen, we'll go ahead and we'll knock out this last vote really quick because it's pretty much a landslide, and then we'll do the Pamela thing and we'll hang out for a couple minutes. If you guys are ready, this one's interesting to me. I'd like to see what you guys think about this. I think this could give maybe Hellraiser can win 2 out of the entire thing.
This is ridiculous. I'm shocked. I'm so fucking. I am like, this is like when you thought you were gonna go see fucking Mudvayne and like goddamn Nickelback shows up. No, I'm kidding. I like Thanks, Nickelback. Sean. I mean, it's a joke, but it's a joke.
But yeah, dude. So okay, if you guys are ready, Jesus Christ. Oh my Lord! If you guys, when I say the call sign, which is going to be, when I say that,
that's my orgasm sound.
When I say, you're going to vote number 1 for Andy or number 2 for Kirsty. Now the question is, which franchise has the better hero? Is it going to be Andy or is it going to be Kirsty? Everybody ready?
Well, wait. I have to wait. I'm waiting on Courtney to say he's ready because I don't know yet.
Oh yes, I don't even know.
I was gonna say Mark Patton. Mark Patton.
Absolutely. Oh.
By the way, Vinny C did. By the way, Ken that we're talking about, Ryu versus Ken. It's a Street Fighter, not Ken the Barbie doll. Because Vinny C, he's like, when most people think about fucking Ken, sure. They think about like relaxing on the car with the. It's not that Ken.
I can see that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now I can't stop saying absolutely.
I'm going to get the papers. All right, Courtney says he is ready to go, Jim.
All right, is Vanessa and or Vinny? I don't know who's doing it at this point.
They're fighting in Street Fighter. I don't know. Who is Ryu?
Jamie has an interesting question. Was Andy a hero, though? Because, how things end up spinning around. That's a good question, actually. True, yeah. Don't fuck with me, Jim!
People, they're voting already. Stop.
Oh, no, don't vote yet. Stricken those votes from the record. I have not said, yeah. We got to make sure they're ready.
Remember what that was. It sounds like a rat dying.
Don't count the votes so far. Yeah, everybody stop voting for right now. Sorry, you guys have to vote again. We never. What happened?
That's all right. Hey, take it easy. All right, Courtney's just now ready. All right.
Throw the damn towel. It's okay.
All right.
Vanessa's ready. Okay, so no votes that you've seen so far matter.
Wind.
When I say you're gonna vote number 1 for Andy, number 2 for Christy. Ready? Vote number 1 for Andy, number 2 for Kirsty. Kirsty, not Christy.
It sounds like a high school student coming out and vomiting after he had his first taste of beer.
It sounds like a horrible employee at a haunted house. Like he pops out to try to scare somebody in like the dark room, and he's like, they're like, what the fuck? Terrible. This is not scary.
Yeah, I paid $15 for this motherfucker. Damn, that's all I get. All right, so this one, I saw in, I'm not gonna let you guys influence me. I'm not, because I saw a couple, but they're like, obviously, Andy. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to do it.
Kirsty.
I can't do it.
It's Kirsty,
man.
Yeah.
It's got to be Kirsty. Like, she went toe to toe with fucking Satan's like little helper and fucking stood her ground to a guy that's a deceiver that likes to twist your nipples hard and put electrical shocks in your jock. And she stood her ground. I got to give it to Kirsty because, listen, Andy's a cool character and all, and he grows up and he does his thing or whatever. That's cool. But it's still it's a fucking doll. Like, at the end of the day, Chucky's a doll. Kirsty goes toe-to-toe with Satan's minion and goes to hell, by the way. Yeah. Gets tricked by fucking Julia.
She had to take those fingers in her mouth.
Yeah, and it's you know what that tastes like, dude. That tastes like ass juice and fucking rubber.
No, dude. It tastes
like ass juice and rubber.
It tastes like someone put their hand in Joe Grizzly's toilet and then just shoved it right in her mouth.
It's just like it's just the word. It's like if you licked a fucking like a toilet bowl in 7-Eleven at 3:00 in the morning.
No way.
Like on a Saturday.
No way.
But yeah, either way, Kirsty, man, like she takes on Pinhead. She outsmarts him. She like deals with him. He's smart. He's more cultured. He's got the powers going on. He's got Grayskull behind him. He's a resourceful kid, but you could throw in fucking God goddamn Macaulay Culkin.
He was also
and
an
Macaulay
accomplice.
Macaulay Culkin could do the same thing. Okay,
He was
I don't know.
dude. He was an accomplice at times throughout the series. You know, fucking walking around like this kid just has no goddamn direction whatsoever. Like, don't listen to your fucking doll. You got a good mother. She's working hard for you at Macy's department store at night, and then you come home and you're like, oh, I'm gonna listen to that fucking doll. You see it murder people. You know, Andy was just like, oh. He had a couple good moments in the franchise for sure. But Kirsty,
cool.
dude, she had to go like her home life was fucked up. Her home life was so imagine
nasty
dealing with the family issues she dealt with her uncle.
It felt like we were in Kentucky again. It felt like we were going to school with a girl that we know in Kentucky, because that's what happens here.
Dude,
like your uncle want to have sex with you?
Sure.
Okay.
Chucky had to deal with a, possessed doll. That was his fucking height. You know what I mean? But Kirsty had to not only deal with Pinhead, but her own uncle was trying to bang her. Come to daddy. Like, what the fuck?
And you got to say that shit?
Oh,
like, it's already weird.
Voting. Everyone stop.
It's already weird, and you got to say come to daddy? Fucking nasty. Fucking whoosh.
She was way better. Kirsty all day for me. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy
and
money.
also, Kirsty also overall.
Andy, get a job.
Yeah, Kirsty overall has the bigger job to do with like outsmarting Pinhead. It's easy to outsmart fucking Chucky, really. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I promise I'll get you a little boy that you can fucking or whoever, so you can put your soul in it. I'll be right back. Fucking Pinhead knows your secrets. He's like, bitch, I can flay your soul open and put spikes down into your taint and then pull out all your secrets. And you're standing toe to toe with this guy. Has fucking pins going deep into his face, and he's blue, and he's looking at you.
She was like Devon Sawa in Night of the Twisters brave. She was that level brave.
She was like fucking Yosemite Sam taking on a tornado. Ridiculous. Pecos Bill riding the tornado in Tall Tale. She was like Patrick Swayze. Pecos Bill.
Buffalo Sapsky said, anyone notice 7-Eleven's bathrooms are freezing? I love 7-Eleven. They don't have them around here. I grew up with 7-Elevens. They have the best Slurpees, but they don't have them here in Kentucky. It sucks.
You know what? I went to after I left your house the other night, after we did the unboxings and stuff like that. I went to that Shell gas station that's near McDonald's, like in Hamburg. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That weird guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
I went in there and I was dressed as Loomis though. When I walked in, I had that badge thing on.
It's like you just get off as like a fucking basement manager.
No, dude, I didn't want to walk in like that, but I didn't have anything else. I didn't have any other clothes. So I walked in and I kind of like blew out the fucking the back ends like I was a gunfighter, like the tails of the suit. I was like, when I walked in. And he looked at me, and he couldn't recognize me because I put my head away like this. But I went into that toilet, and dude, that shit, there was a turd in it, in the urinal toilet. I was grossed as fuck because I was already kind of sick. And I did a Jean-Claude Van Damme stretch to flush the toilet. But it was not cold.
Dude, if you walked into a gas station at 2 a.m. wearing the Loomis trench coat and blew it out, I can only imagine what you look like. Like what would you serve in today's society?
That's badass. That looks like I'm walking into a fucking old saloon. Like, bitch, I'm ready to drink.
No, dude. It looks like you're senile and that you go into Goodwills and pretend you're a detective. That's what it looks like.
I think that's what. Yeah.
Your shit's fucked up.
That's what it looks like to you. But everybody else that saw it, they were like, "That motherfucker looks like goddamn Aaron Black from Mortal Kombat." Flowing in the wind. I only did it because I was like, I wanted some flair when I walked in because I was like, I was wearing a stupid fucking like trench coat and I looked Dick Tracy. So I didn't want. I did that and then the guy like I had to go and I bought like one of those like Caesar rolls or whatever and I put it up there and I had turned the badge. Like, been a rough night tonight. He didn't remember me or whatever, but it was fun, dude. It was fun. But yeah, as far as the 7-Eleven bathrooms freezing, that bathroom in Shell was quite warm, but there was a turd in the urinal.
Yeah, gas station bathrooms are the worst, dude, especially in the time of Corona. Okay,
so we got the Courtney, don't you fucking leave. Hold on. So, all right, option 1, he says we've got 42.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this one might be close. Hold on to your butts. This is the last vote. 42.
Ready to put it in and break it off? Option 1 at 42, and option 2 at 17.
Oh God! Nobody even voted. Shit.
And then Courtney says, the chat is rigged. If Satan never lost his hair, there would be a hell to pay. He's like, I'll see myself out. I love it. That's a good one, dude. That was a good one.
Dude, okay.
Holy shithole.
All right, listen. God damn, man. It's the chat's decision. Listen, here's what took place.
It is what it is.
Here's what took place here tonight, Jay. Child's Play versus Hellraiser. Child's Play won 53-29, which is a goddamn travesty. That's a fucking
I'm gonna
travesty.
Write books about it. I'm gonna write books about
Jesus Christ, we've never disagreed so hard with our own brethren.
I swear, like, it's so wild. This is wild.
God. Child's Play 2 versus Hellraiser, 68-34. Child's Play.
Oh, man.
Well, we agreed with Child's Play 2 on that one. But Child's Play 3 versus Hellraiser 3, you and I both picked Hellraiser.
Yeah.
67-35. Child's Play 1. Bride of Chucky versus Hellraiser Bloodline, 66-28. Bride of Chucky. Bride of Chucky beating a fucking turd in a toilet, 66-28 is surprising.
Yep.
Seed of Chucky finally, and the only win Hellraiser would get all night long. All night long is fucking
all night.
Seed of Chucky versus Hellraiser Inferno. Finally, Hellraiser wins 69-28 with a glowing review from you and I. Curse of Chucky versus Hellraiser Hell sequel. No surprise there. 76-20. Curse of Chucky wins. I picked Curse of Chucky as well for that one. Child's Play remake versus Hellraiser Judgment. We both picked Child's Play, and so did the crowd. 62-25. And then finally, dude.
Yeah.
Andy beating Kirsty 42-17.
Now, and let me tell you
How do you sleep at night?
Let me tell you something. I feel like we're in best of the best, and I feel like I'm Travis right now. I'm like, why are you counting him when he was trying to break the bricks? Like, when it's clear that he lost, he's like, why are you counting him? God damn! What in the fuck is happening to this world?
Wow.
Courtney, assemble the other Rangers. We're going to war. No, hey, but you know what?
You tried knocking him down once. You tried knocking me down.
Hey, we're happy that you guys got the vote that you wanted. Like this, again, Mike and I have always stood by it. This is your all's vote. It's the fans' vote or whatever. Somebody said there's too many Chucky fans in here tonight, but it is what it is. I don't know.
Hey, man. You guys make the rules. And again, these franchises don't win anything. It's all for fun. It's all in good games. Me and Jay are joking. We disagree, but it's all in fun. We don't give a shit.
Doug Bradley's not going to cry on my phone tonight later. Like, I can't believe it. I'll never work again in this town.
Your tears are a waste of good suffering.
What do you mean? Yeah, it's all good. I'm happy about it. I'm happy that so many people that are passionate about their chosen franchise show up. That's always cool to me.
Yeah.
So
and looking back at Baconator, same which is Wendy's. You and I both picked Hellraiser in the first, so we've got one Hellraiser. So just tallying up me and Jay's votes compared to your all's, we both picked Hellraiser in the first one. We both picked Child's Play in the second one. Mm-hmm. We both picked, I believe, Hellraiser, in the third one. And then we picked, you picked Bloodline or Bride of Chucky? I forget.
I picked Bloodline.
Okay. You picked Bloodline. I picked Bride of Chucky, so that's a moot point. We mixed that one up. Seed of Chucky versus Hellraiser Inferno. We both picked Inferno, so ours were tied at this point. Curse of Chucky versus Hellraiser Hellseeker. I picked Curse,
Hellseeker.
So that one doesn't count. We mixed it. Child's Play remake versus Hellraiser Judgment. We both picked Child's Play. Yeah. And then Better Hero, Andy or Kirsty, we both picked Kirsty. So your and I's votes are actually tied 3-3. So just
it'd be crazy.
Just for you and me, just for the sake of breaking our tiebreaker, we'll go with the one that we actually skipped. Jay, would you pick Cult of Chucky or Hellraiser Deader?
Oh, fuck you. They're so bad. They're so bad, either one of them.
I'd go Cult of Chucky. I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Not
I'd probably pick Cult of Chucky. Deader was such a fucking moronic. Like, I didn't even... Like, dude, I had to watch that movie like 3 times in a row just to get what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand it. Like, one guy, like, was cheating death, and then Pinhead got pissed off about it. He's like, there's only one. You can't take people to hell, you piece of poop. You got to go through school. Like that movie is so weird.
But
That movie's weird, and it doesn't even make sense. Alyssa Milano's in it, but it just didn't make sense.
Do you realize what you've done? You realize what this means? Is that you and I actually voted for Child's Play more than we did Hellraiser as well.
Well, then I changed my vote.
But again, the late sequels don't matter as much as the originals, and our votes in the originals are very much towards Hellraiser. So
I'll tell you this: Pinhead will whoop the shit out of Chucky every day of the week.
Absolutely.
But if you're talking about movies, okay, fine. I'll say Child's Play made better movies. Fine, I'll fucking say it. If that's what you want, if you want to see me bleed from the eyeballs, if you want to see my ears bleed, brain matter, I'll do that for you, okay? Fine. Let's get fucking weird, okay? Whip my fucking ass and call me Sandy.
All right.
Whatever.
Yeah. Dude, no doubt, though. No doubt, chat. No doubt. Pinhead versus Chucky? Who's scarier? It's fucking Pinhead, man. There's no doubt about that.
There's not even a question.
I feel like I'm running a fucking late night news show right now. I'm like, come on, people. But, okay, going to the super chats real quick, and then the one that we missed earlier. Ricardo Diaz says Chuck Norris would pick Kirsty as his tag team partner. Yeah, she's a badass. Yeah. And
Kirsty is bad. Yeah, Kirsty is like, she could survive a lot of shit, dude. Kirsty's smart enough. She would survive in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, no fucking doubt.
And Chuck
if you replaced her with Nancy, or Nancy got replaced with Kirsty, I'd be like, that's fine. She's gonna win.
I agree with that. I think Kirsty in the Nightmare franchise would have been really good.
100%. 100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely. God damn it. Can't help but
you gotta stop. You gotta go to some kind of treatment.
I can't help it. Vinny C, thanks, man, says, what would Chucky's brand of sunglasses be called? Charles Lee Ray-Bans. What would Chucky's brand of sunglasses be called? Charles Lee Ray-Bans.
I like your band. I don't have another one. That's a good one. I like that one. I'd buy that shit too. How much that shit go for? $60. I got it. By the way, really quick before you get onto the super chats, because Courtney, he just wants to say Tenet got pushed from the 17th to the 31st of July.
2 weeks. So
I didn't know that.
To me, what that means is that if you're expecting a Halloween, and I might be wrong about this, but for me, Halloween Kills is waiting to release their trailer when they can put it in theaters. The first date they could have put it in theaters. I know Russell Crowe's Unhinged comes out on July 1st. But the first big movie they could put it in front of in theaters would have been, and maybe July 1st is the date to look for. Maybe they do put it in front of that.
July 31st,
or just July 1st on Unhinged. But Tenet was going to be, to me, if they want to wait until they can put their Halloween Kills trailer in theaters, putting it out that second week of July would have made sense. But now that they pushed it out to July 31st,
nervous, man. I think they're nervous.
Yeah, they only pushed it out 2 weeks, which is maybe to appease Christopher Nolan and be like, no, we're still going to let you release your movie. We're just going to push it out a little bit. They pushed it out 2 weeks. I don't know what that means for Halloween Kills. It could actually mean we get the trailer earlier than we thought, or it's going to mean we get the trailer 2 weeks later than we thought.
I think it means that Tenet or Nolan, they're nervous. Like they're thinking like, there's a lot of problems with AMC right now. There's a lot of problems with these theaters saying fuck it, like, and they're bleeding out money, like they got hemorrhoids that are bleeding. There's a lot of concern right now. By the way, when you were mentioning when you were mentioning Russell Crowe, Unhinged, I thought for some reason that you meant that Russell Crowe was in the movie Tenet and he was unhinged.
No, that trailer looks good. You should watch the trailer for Unhinged. I want to see that shit.
But it is what it is. So we can go back to the super chats. I just wanted to.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good thing to bring up, man. It's interesting. Katie Long. Seriously, Katie, you're amazing. You're so sweet. You did not have to do that. Thank you so much, though. Sincerely. She says, guys, I feel like I'm in a Hellraiser movie. I suffered greatly. But at least you were right there with me. Love your fucking faces. I'm going to go spit up blood.
I love you, Katie. Yeah.
I feel this pain.
Tonight we dine in hell. Tonight we dine in hell. Happy are they who come to my supper. This is my body. Yeah, she's obviously a Hellraiser fan. Look, we lost, but that doesn't mean you gotta like it. I feel like I'm in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. He was like, "You lost today, kid," but that doesn't mean you have to like it. And he puts the hat on. Oh my god, all right. Look, you know what? Mike had already said it. Look, we're not sore losers because we didn't vote, but people voted. They got Child's Play. Child Play, it wins. That's fine. but in a scary version, fucking Pinhead wins every damn time. Like, I don't even care. You don't have to have a vote for that.
Yeah. And again, your and I's votes actually had Child's Play winning franchise-wise overall.
Yeah, by 1 point, but it was close as fuck.
But again, I'd still take Hellraiser any day of the week. If you had to kill one and leave one live, I would take Hellraiser.
I think it comes down to, remember we did all those commentaries for the Child's Play? I'd much rather do the fucking Hellraiser commentaries.
Well, we did a bunch of Hellraiser ones on the podcast. If you guys,
I know, but back to back and shit. But I mean, you know what I mean?
Going back to back.
Yeah, I love it.
Cajun Horror Talk says, I want to see a short film with Pinhead, Freddy, Michael, and Jason at a group therapy meeting for villains defeated by teenage women. They were so young, and it seemed like they were stupid. But
I didn't know they were going to go that early
at the last second, and I'm just like, I've been here for a while, and like, I don't, why am I going Stallone? I'm like, you think it stinks? It stinks.
If you were going, I was talking to him, and he was like, yeah, he's like, yeah, and then this kid's like, shoes shine, and then I got him all over me. I got him all over me.
I give
like,
him my legs.
God. And then he's like, hey Johnny, I can't find my leg. I can't feel my leg. I was like, you got no fucking legs. You got no fucking legs.
Ricardo Diaz says Andy can't even make a decent breakfast. What the fuck? That reminds me of Cable Guy. He's like,
his name is fucking Andy.
I made scrambled eggs. It was going so good, Steven. It was going so good. Let's see here. Going down the line. Ricardo Diaz says, I'd rather get groped by Uncle Frank than have to endure this again. It was painful, sir.
He's right.
But trust me, Uncle Frank is rough. He just shows up at your door after years skinless and just starts fucking shoving his tongue down your throat. Don't ask for things you can't handle.
Yeah, then
sir.
he'd be like, hey, I didn't know I was going to come to this family reunion, but do you like to sit on Uncle Frank's lap at the barbecue? Like, what?
Dude, he's banging his own brother's wife, dude, and she was so into it. I hate her so much for that. This dude just shows up at her door, and she's like, I'm just going to...
Come on, Julia?
You're so sweaty and dangerous. Yeah, fuck her. God, she's the worst, man. Go on,
yeah,
she
Julia's
is the
nasty.
worst.
She is nasty.
God,
she looks like she smells like feet. I bet when she gets undressed, she smells like feet and armpits.
God, you can't trust her.
Yeah.
Don't trust the hoe.
So what was that one we mentioned?
Latrell said Andy shouldn't have won. I agree.
Okay.
We both agree.
Did we miss?
Well, hang on. We got the Pamela thing to do still, but we'll nail out
That's
these last super chats. Buffalo Savsky says Hellraiser came out like Nickelback in Belgium. Who's ready for some Nickelback? Crickets.
Fuck you.
No.
I'm gonna throw a fucking shoe at you. And he was like, fuck you, I'm out. They sound like the fucking band in Dusk Till Dawn.
That's pretty
fuck
much
you, I'm out.
That video on YouTube of Nickelback getting rocks thrown at him, he's like, we're seriously gonna stop playing, dude. And like they threw another one, he's like, we're done.
Nobody cares. Go back home.
The guitar player runs up. He's like, "I'll have a quesadilla." Ha ha.
It's like, you went to see a Nickelback concert. Did you pay a nickel? What the fuck?
Marco Vivel Tor says, "Hell World or Deader?" Mike and Jay. Hell World for the cover art alone, because both movies suck equal shit.
That movie's terrible. I'll take Deader. Hell World. You barely see fucking Pinhead in group. You barely see him at all. Like, it's all virtual reality, and it's fucking terrible CGI because it was early virtual reality. I'd take Deader in a heartbeat because that movie, oh my God, it's cool because it's like Evil goes 21st century or Evil goes VR. Fucking awful movie. You barely see them. It's all like CGI. It's all terrible Double Dragon CGI.
Sucked. They both sucked. I like the cover of Hell World more.
Yeah, the Hell World cover looked cool.
It was cool. But okay, all right. Last thing we're gonna do before we go softly into the night, like Independence Day, was Pamela Voorhees doing what?
I don't remember what it was.
I'm holding a My Little Pony toy.
Let me see. It was Pamela Voorhees.
It's not mine. My daughter's.
Hold, please. Let me look upon.
Look upon, child. Look upon.
I will go into the messenger of this thing called Book of Faces. I don't know because I don't want to get it wrong.
Blu-ray Addict, I will say that Nickelback is hated upon solely because they used to be a good band. And then they got really big and famous, and all of a sudden they're like, let's write songs about how like we can't pay our rent, dude.
And they're like, what? You're a fucking multi-millionaire. And they're like, let's write strip club pop songs. Like, you're a fucking rock band. What are you writing pop strip club songs for? You have enough money. Do what you want. Make good shit.
I can't find it. All right. You guys that knew that super chat, I can't find it. So I don't remember.
Courtney, what was it?
Well, Courtney, he just said there was a super chat. He didn't say what but there was somebody else that said what it was. I'm sorry, guys. There was a lot going on.
I guess maybe we thought it was there and it wasn't. But Sade, my nails are painted black because my 4-year-old loves to paint each other's nails. So I'll paint her nails and she'll paint mine. And at first I was like, you can paint one finger. And then I was like, fuck, you can paint them all. And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it, I kind of like it. I'm 34 years old. I'm goth now. It's cool. I'm just gonna lean into it. And that's how that happened. Mm-hmm. But you know what? You guys are fucking rad as shit for coming on.
Well, I mean, I want to make sure. I want to get that super chat.
I don't think it was ever a super chat. I think you said you wanted to do it. You said it was something you wanted to do. I don't know what it was though.
Fuck, dude, the butthole.
Oh, A Shadow says it's Pamela asking Jason for a reboot. That's what it was. Pamela asking Jason for a reboot. Thanks, Kibbles.
And then Courtney finally said, "Okay, thank you so much." Okay, I totally forgot. Like, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid.
I'm stuck on my fucking. Okay, do your thing.
Okay. Jason, Mother is tired of wearing the same turtleneck, Jason. It's getting all ratty. There are moths biting at it. Jason, you need to do a reboot. There are counselors and campers out there, Jason, that take advantage of the lake of crystals, Jason. What you should do is go out there and kill them all. And then sell your story to Hollywood. TMZ will report on a wild, crazy child from the lake of crystals. And I will get paid money. But I don't have a body to collect it, Jason. Mother will not be pleased if you don't collect it in some way, Jason. But I need a new turtleneck. So go do it, Jason. Don't make me mad, Jason. Jason, kill for me when I tell you to. Clean your room when I tell you to. Go take the trash out, Jason. It smells like your feet. We need a reboot, Jason. It's time. We've been hiding in the lake. We've been hiding in the swampland that smells like butthole from New Orleans after Mardi Gras, Jason. It smells like defeat and remorse and butt sweat, Jason.
Can't take it.
It's like Bret Hart. Are you talking about Bret Hart?
Is it Bret Hart or HBK?
Heartbreak Kid. I don't even want to get into that because the whole fucking the Montreal screw job, and I don't like Bret Hart's fucking like I'm the greatest thing that ever happened. Like without me, people wouldn't even know what a world title is. They wouldn't even know. I don't know, but he did get fucked. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't go with that one.
That's the show, guys. That's the show. That's Friday night in a fucking box. Put it in a box. Put it in your fucking juice box. Juice box.
Done.
Go get me a fucking juice box. Juice box.
Yeah.
We got a Jarvis cut coming up this weekend. You guys will get that, so that'll be fun as shit. And then again, we got all sorts of fun shit coming up next week. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys, and spending your Friday night with us. We love your fucking faces forever and always. And Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Stallone next week, right?
Blood will run. There will be blood.
Say it with me. I said, God!